Okay. Last time, the crew starts by rushing to the walls and gate of Wild Valley, immediately seeing the full force of the town lined up about 100 feet away from the gates. Men and women lined up, prepared and ready to defend Wild Valley in case the elves come through or over the gates. Just ahead of the crowd, up against the wall, they see a smaller crowd of 20 or so surrounding a group of 4 elves. The crowd is jeering and yelling at the unarmed elves who are doing nothing to defend themselves. Occasionally pushing and punching leads the people's hand to put a stop to this. They pull the crowd back from the elves and begin reasoning with them. One crowd member has none of this, however. His name is Doba, a half-orc who hates these elves for all they've ever done. He grabs one of the male elves by the hair and holds his axe to his throat, ready to kill him. He turns to the crowd and tries to sway them to rally together and kill these elves, holding the elves responsible for all elven actions, essentially to get a sweet taste of revenge. The people's hand give rousing speech after rousing speech in defense of the elves, at the very least in defense of not slaughtering them like this, but rather taking this opportunity to reason with them and possibly end the conflict here and now before it spreads. There are some surprising tactics tried, such as intimidation, sarcasm, Byron, and the invitation to be better than those who have come before you. And finally, the crowd seems to be willing to cooperate with the party's plea. And just then, Doba seems less than convinced and goes to swing his axe. Just at this moment, the mayor himself, Theric Oakwish, grabs the axe from his hand and orders people to disperse. He takes them all back to his home, not all the people, just you guys, and you all discuss the extent of these elven troubles with these 4 elves who are here to do exactly this. The elves describe how the fires grew out of control, and they had done their best to fight them off, but ended up having to flee their area. The last place they, of course, wanted to turn for help was the people of Wild Valley. These people and them had been neighboring enemies for years at this point, but the existence of some sort of spirit of the wood, an ancient Sylvan machination, was attacking them for their perceived involvement in the destruction of this forest. The elves ran to Wild Valley for shelter and help as a last resort and final effort. The people's hand led an effort of a group of elves and townspeople to go and fight these fires. And by just the skin of their teeth, despite intercultural fighting and woodland spirits attacking, they managed to fight the fire back over the next 4 days and put it to rest. They returned to Wild Valley to a hero's welcome, and Edovard quickly retrieved his crossbows and apologetically gave them to the woodworker Silas Cedar Press. All of you went from there to retire. Considering 4 days of straight work and how late it was, exhaustion was calling. So just as a quick point of order before I finish this little intro, some of you would have been staying at Holik's home, and some of you would have gone back to stay at the inn. And I just want to double check and make sure we're all clear on who that is. I know that Ghibly and Titus, you guys are staying at the inn, so you would have gone back there. I'm pretty sure that Venora and Lumen also were at the inn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's you 4 at the inn, and then correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was Holik, obviously at his own home, Cephas, Clonus, and then Edovard at Holik's home.
Right.
Now, Ghibly's duel was on the first day of the month, and you all have spent these last 4 days in the forest unaware of the goings-on in the city. Having returned last night in the late evening, beds were rushed to and exhaustion consumed you all into a deep slumber. But first, Edovard, you return to the home of your comrade Holik. Some of the others return to the Rattlebones and to their beds there, but you return to the couch that you've been given for the night since arriving here. All those here, those 4 that we just discussed, fall quickly into their positions of rest, collapsed heaps of exhaustion and sweat. But you lie there, exhausted and weary, but unable to shut your eyes. You wait for the natural course of your body to come, and it never does. You shut your eyes, but they just open again, as if a tension wire snaps them back into place, open and upright each time you shut them. Frustration wells deep within you. Something deep within you is just off. There is something that, like bad soup to the belly, is not sitting well in your inmost being, in your soul. What happened today? This question just consistently bounces around your head. What today could have disturbed you such that it is having this effect on you, but you are still failing to even recognize it as the source? You lie there staring at the ceiling. The occasional snore of Cephas in the corner or Holik off in his bedroom. You lie there, on this couch in silence, complete and utter eerie silence. It is silent. It's totally silent. That snoring has disappeared. What are you doing?
I have soap on like the rooftop perched. I'm gonna look through his eyes and just. He's got dark vision, 120 feet.
Make a perception check for me. Even with dark vision, you know it's disadvantage. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say, let me double check something. It is full moon tonight, and there are no clouds. So I'm just going to say straight roll.
It's 16.
Okay, pretty decent. He just kind of crawls around and hops back and forth on the roof, looking around, seeing if he sees anything. He noticed it's a very bright night. The moon is just casting these huge beams of light across the house. He kind of flutters around the house looking, and he notices that one of the windows into this room that you're in is opened.
I would just immediately come back to my senses.
You come back and you just turn to the right where you see near, like almost just below that window, you see Cephas sleeping on the ground, right? His armor next to him, but kind of his feet are just slightly under this window. And then Clonus about 10 feet away to the left of the window, near like the table where you all had dinner recently. But this window is opened. These two shutters are opened and the curtains are just kind of flapping slightly in this gentle breeze. And moonlight just cascades beautifully into this living space.
I would go over to my pack where my bags and such are, just grab a coin and cast light on it.
Okay.
Kind of set it down on the floor in the middle of the room.
You reach down, and as you're reaching through your bags, you kind of flicker back up looking through that window as you're grabbing that coin, and you see the silhouette of someone just kind of off to the side of the window outside.
I'm going to use my bonus action and just put my hand against the floor and pull out that long sword just out from under.
Yeah. So from under this floorboard, silently, eerily, quietly, and there's not a sound in this room. That sword just pulled it out. I mean, usually it doesn't make noise, right? But just, it might bump into something or whatever. There's no noise.
Can I make a general arcana check just to see if there's some magical effect that's been placed over me or in my vicinity?
Make an arcana check. Just to, you're asking kind of like a check version of detect magic. So it's a high
as much
DC.
as I can without detect magic. It's 12.
You're not aware of any magical effect. But then in that window, this silhouette just peers in. But you aren't looking at it when it does. So to you, it's just a look away. You look back and there is someone standing there. You see the shoulders and head of a man with a hood over his face, just hanging down just above where his eyes would be, but it's just dark enough now because you have this bright white light shining towards you, right? From behind him, you just can't see it, but you do see this curly, dark brown hair hanging out of the hood, right? That's just kind of, as he moves to the right, you watch it kind of like drift to the right and then to the left. And then he looks at you and he just puts his hand up and he just kind of beckons you towards him with his hand. And then he sees this ponderous face, or this moment of clear considering what you should do. And he shakes his head and he does this, a little twirl with his finger up and indicating to look around the room.
I look around the room.
As you do, your friends 15, 20 feet away in these different directions, you see in that moment appearing from thin air, masked individuals over them with these long, jagged blades held just above their throats. This clear and present danger, a doom, in fact, that the wrong move will result in this jagged blade plunging through each of their throats.
I make a clear notion with my hands in the air, and I lower the sword to the ground and take my hand off of it. And then move towards the nearest door to the outside.
Right? You move to the front door, which is just, 10 feet to the left of this window, and 5 or 10 feet from where Clonus is. You grab the door handle. As you open the door, where there's that familiar, and you don't really notice it, but you notice it's not there. No noise, no creak, nothing. You open the door. Do you walk out?
Yeah.
You walk out, you shut the door behind you, eerily quiet. And you look to the right and you just see him standing there He just looks at you.
In my head, I tell Soap, the moment you get a free chance, try and slip in through the open window.
Mentally, you hear.
Good. That's reassuring. I walk towards the individual.
Okay, he's about 20 feet away from you. You walk towards him, and he keeps about 10 feet distance from you by walking backwards away from the home towards the gates. Because where Holik's home stands, it's kind of on the edge of town. It's one of the last houses before there's just kind of emptiness and then the walls and gates. And he's just stepping silently until... Do you follow him?
Yeah.
You follow him for about 10 or so feet, and then you hear his footsteps and yours now. And at about 80 feet away from the home, and a good distance still from the wall, he stops.
Can I see him in better detail now?
Yeah. He is about 6 feet tall, but he has a bit of a slouch to him. It's nothing drastic or terrible. It's just he has fairly wide shoulders, broad shoulders, and he just kind of pushes them forward a little bit. Maybe it's a confidence thing. But it also allows, by doing that, this kind of curly long hair to kind of hang out from his hood and just frame his face, but ever so lightly just in the wind, kind of drift every now and then, right? But he actually, while you're looking at him, other than that, I mean, he's wearing this like dirty white gray kind of cloak that covers his whole body. You see it's pinned at the center, so it covers whatever he's wearing underneath. You can see just a little bit of like some sort of pants or something at the bottom of it and some boots, but it mostly covers him, and he doesn't seem to be moving a whole lot, right? So you're not seeing anything there. But at this moment, he does pull his hood back, and you see this morose, like almost sorrowful face looking at you, like these dark circles under his eyes. He looks healthy, like he hasn't been starved, right? But he just looks like he's so exhausted, so tired. But there is a glint of something in his eyes when he is looking at you that is fierce. His eyes are wide and also so discerning.
Am I familiar with this complexion that he wears, these sunken eyes?
Oh, the exhaustion? I mean, you're familiar with like battle fatigue, long sleepless nights, working, 6 days in a row on 4 hours a night, kind of like it looks like that, but you can make an insight check if you'd like more.
No, that's all I was looking for. I open my mouth to speak, but quickly take a look. There's no visible insignia that would mark if this was a mercenary or some higher organized individual.
Make a perception check.
With advantage?
Why?
Just thought.
No.
Okay. 8.
No, then yeah, you don't see.
Yeah.
You don't see anything like that. Do you say anything?
Who are you here for?
I think I'm here for you. I simultaneously just hope I'm here for you. But if I'm not, I am not looking forward to what that will mean. Will you walk with me? And talk with me?
I'm going to really read into that and see if he has some sinister thing lurking in those words.
Roll an insight check.
Critical fail.
Like an old friend would say. He says, will you walk with me? And there is almost something in you that feels brotherly about it.
I will walk with you.
I assure you. And he unbuttons his cloak and he like lifts it to each side. You see no weapons. He says, I'm unarmed. I do not wish any harm upon you. I just have so many questions. And I think you do too.
Certainly.
He just very thoroughly kind of shows there are no weapons on his body that you can see. You see when he unbuttons that cloak and kind of like shows what he's wearing, it's very simple but nice looking clothes. Like nothing gaudy and full of a bunch of colors and stuff, but it's just like simple colors, black vest, like a dark gray shirt, dark gray pants, and these black boots. The things he's wearing, it's very like dark, right? Easy to kind of skulk around in. And he's got some facial hair. It's mostly just scruffy. This long, broken nose. It's kind of just like up and then sticks out.
What do you know about me?
Let's walk first. I want to get outside the gates.
Sure.
Thanks for doing it the easy way. He just turns around and starts walking towards the gates, which are, one of them is shut, and then the other one is opened, and there's just people standing. Oh no, they would both be shut with all these elves. No, I'm sorry. No, the elves all left, right? The elves all left when you guys got back. They went back into the forest. So now, just because the town's a little bit on edge, but they know the elves are gone, they've kept one opened partially so that people can come and go a little bit. There's no like martial law because there's really no government and over this place. So a couple guys guarding this partially open gate though, and he stops when you guys are about like 150 feet away. It doesn't seem like they've noticed you. Even this bright moon, right? You guys are kind of in where some of the buildings from behind you and stuff are casting some shadows, and you're standing there, and he stops as you step near him. Are you stepping near him, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he just kind of turns to you and goes, I assume you have ways to avoid their notice that we're leaving.
Not currently on my person, no. I'm mostly in a gown.
Oh yeah, no armor.
Yeah, cloak I would have grabbed.
Nightcap.
Nightcap, yeah, long down to the ground.
All of Jude's characters have to have one of those.
Actually, instead of wearing the bandages, he's wrapping the nightcap around his body.
Yeah.
You have the bandages on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume that if you ever didn't, you would tell me.
Loosely, there's some matted hair sticking out of the top.
Okay.
But my face is covered.
That's the most we've ever seen.
He turns to you and goes, okay. Was just to kind of see what you could do. And you watch him kind of hold his hand up, and you watch he pulls his fingers together in one quick motion, and there's this like dark energy that then spirals around the both of you. Should make you a bit quieter. See if you can sneak past him. It's not a big opening. And you watch him just throw his hood up, and he just kind of goes towards the wall so that you can sneak up to the gate area.
Oh, natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20 as well. With my black obsidian die. I was like, this is a stealth check. We're going to go with the dark one.
So it's a 25.
Okay. So you watch as he throws his hood up, kind of ducks into the shadow of the wall, and you don't see him anymore. And you join that same area. You just basically go invisible. You don't see him until you watch as the guards just kind of like turn and like look at something off in the distance, and right then you watch a shadow just out the gate. What are you doing?
I follow.
Okay. You wait a second, and the guards are like, dude, no, I only had 2, but listen, I may have only had 2, but I fell over 4 times. And the guy starts laughing, and he's like hitting his buddy on the back, and right then you just out the gate. And then you see where he's standing about 100 feet away, about 200 feet, from the forest edge. But there's, a couple trees here and there. You rush out, and you see him standing there. He kind of nods. He just jerks his head to the left, not towards the forest, just in the direction it would be north, kind of parallel with the gate, with the walls and the forest.
I walk.
You watch. He walks kind of along the forest line, the edge of it. He walks towards that direction, and then eventually starts walking in that. And once you guys reach the edge of the forest together, he starts talking. First, I want to establish this. Those friends of mine that you saw in that home, I have one of them on all of your companions. If they do not receive a message from me within due time, they will take action. You understand me?
I believe so.
And if they do not see my return, the same will happen. But I trust that your curiosity will keep you from doing anything rash. I don't like to do things the hard way. I don't like to do things with intimidation or lording death over someone's companions. I hope you understand, because I'm going to explain to you that I'm doing that now because of how serious I am about this interaction. And I won't allow any possible chance that this couldn't have happened. And so if maybe you got spooked and alerted your friends, I just want to talk to you. And I couldn't let that happen, so I had to do things this way, and I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt you or them. I just know you to be a skeptical person, and I don't blame you. I think you should be, given your situation. I don't like doing things this way, and I'm sorry. Edovard, right?
That's right.
So I followed you for some time, and I think I know something about you. I don't know if it's what you know about yourself, but I think it is. But you've asked a lot of the right questions from the right people on your journey so far. And I've been keeping an eye out. And the questions you've asked about necromancy, the books you've asked for, compel me to believe that you are who I've been looking for. Do you know what I'm referring to?
I am a skeptical person, so I can't be sure. But I'm fairly confident.
I come from an order that has been looking for what I believe you to be, who I believe you to be, what I believe you to be. And I can't make any mistakes. I can't bring you in and then be wrong. But if I'm right, I have to bring you in. And like I said, I don't like to do things the hard way. I want you to see the merit in that, in bringing you in. And I want to offer whatever it is you want out of this, if it is within my power. But I'll just cut to the chase. I need you to come with me. I want you to be willing, but even if you're not, you will come with me. And that's just what I'll tell you. But before we do that, I have to be certain of some things. But I wanted you to hear that first. Now, what I need to be certain of requires you to do something that, from what I've been seeing of you, you've never done. But I saw that sword. Can I see it again? And don't bother with the I left it behind. I know that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I reach behind myself and I pull out the sword.
He holds his hands out. You let him take it?
Sure.
He holds it. I mean, its shape. Anyone who's ever seen this sword should recognize it, even though it is covered. And you watch him kind of lick his finger and then rub just the tip of the blade.
I use my bonus action and the sword.
To summon it back?
Yeah, is back in my hands.
It is the sword I'm thinking, is it not?
I believe.
Show me your face.
I reach up and the loose kind of bandages that are on my face, I just pull them down and throw them down.
He's silent. But you watch tears just pour from his eyes. He doesn't weep. His mouth doesn't move. Tears just pour.
Am I still within a mile of Oleg's house?
Yes.
I immediately reach out to Soap and just think, get to the mayor's house and get him to Holig's.
Okay.
And
Soap just...
That's all I tell him, and I don't really, yeah.
Okay. You see him just wipe from under his eyes the tears away. For so long, I have had an impossible task. And here you are. I have had a task which is to find you. And that is impossible, but here it is. Here you are. We were right. They were wrong. We were right. And we were scorned. And we were cast out for our hope. And we were right.
My name is Edvard. I don't use that as an alias or any sort of misconception. I'm in possession of something of yours, and I wear it every day. But it is not mine.
Oh, that wasn't my theory. But many believe that might be the case. But how would you know? If you are, who's to say you just don't remember and you think what you're saying?
Something tells me that if I were, I would have recognized you.
The gray area between life and death does a lot to the soul. Regardless, you are part of something much bigger than is fair to you, if that's true. My order is tasked with finding you. And we thought this might happen. And we knew it wouldn't be fair. But we hoped that if we asked, you would still be a part of it. We'll make it happen whether you like it or not. I need you to come with me. We need you. We need who you are. You're a symbol, if nothing else. But a symbol of so many things. But I'm prepared to offer you something. Perhaps you're right. That you just wear it. Like a badge, right? But badges sometimes, whether you want them or not, come with responsibility, and I'm sorry for that. You can choose to fulfill that responsibility. I hope you do, but whether you choose it or not, we're going to force it upon you. But I can sweeten the deal. Because, like I said, if you're right, you probably want to figure this out. And I know you do because I know the questions you've been asking and the books you've been looking for. We have resources at Ovard. I have an entire order behind me of hundreds of individuals, many like myself, who study that fine gray line between life and death, where the soul goes and where the soul fails to go sometimes. And we want to help you find those answers. But we also want something else from you. But we're willing to offer our best for you to find those if you come with us.
I'm going to need some significant form of verifiable evidence.
Of what?
About who you are and what side you're on.
I'm just too afraid I never know who's listening. Do you mind if I set up a zone, an area for us to speak in which no one else can hear, so that I can be certain of this?
I can appreciate that.
Step within the forest with me.
I do.
Okay. You step just into the forest, about 20 feet or so, and you watch him pull out this wire that he lays out in this 10-foot space. And he says some words, and you watch the wire just kind of flare with this dark blue energy that kind of rolls across it. He says, okay. Now that no one is listening. Jude, do you want to have this conversation away from them or not?
No.
Your characters can't hear this, and so if you want, I will step away with you.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because this guy's going to say some stuff. If I must offer you proof, I'm a member of an order called the Carmine Order. I would not have told you this had you not shown me your face. But I recognize that face, Quentin. I see Quentin's face in you. You know who I refer to, do you not?
Unfortunately, I'm familiar.
So the Carmine Order. The rebels have distanced themselves from the Strel name because it's failed twice. But my order is a small group of clerics and spies who went into that final battlefield. And we were searching for a body, a specific body. Because if he was dead or he was alive, our people deserve to know. We searched and we couldn't find him. And it's a battlefield that's not too baffling. But there were so many accounts of people who knew that he had died. We searched and searched and never found. And we were left wanting, is he gone? Was his body destroyed, cut to pieces? And then this story starts coming out, right? That the Blood Emperor of Taproasia himself is displaying the body of the High Prince in his court. Displaying his body. Everyone believes it, right? The people, what little of the rebellion remains, they believe it, and it shatters their hope. So the rebellion leaders turn it to be this, fine, they failed, his body's on display. Get angry, right? And we don't need the Strels. And that's the striving force, that's the story right now for the rebels. My father and his colleagues believe that's the wrong way to do it, and we deserved a better answer. We deserved to know if that were true. So his spies were sent in, and he consistently voiced his disagreement with the rebel leaders because he was up there, there's a council of them. They Oh, the things they said to my father, the names they called him, the way they treated him like a crazy madman. One of the single most intellectual men in Volumgard today, and to treat him like a street rat lunatic. They told him he was crazy. Well, a message returned from one of his men. Through arcane means, paper found him that said, "It is a lie. Quentin's body is not on display. And it's not put away. The Emperor is terrified because he doesn't know where it is." He took this note to these people, but they demand witness. They demand the person who wrote it because it can't be credible without it. That spy never came back. We're willing to put stock in that spy's words, even though he wasn't here to then confirm that he's the one that wrote them. So our greatest hopes had returned. Somewhere out there, Quentin was dead or alive. My order doesn't care. We just believe his body is out there and we want it because it can be used. But here you are alive. Kind of. Right? And that's why you're asking what you're asking. Whether you're him or not, you wear his skin.
My party has to know.
That you're leaving? Or they have to know that? Because I can't allow that. Nobody can know who we are and what we're doing. Because, first and foremost, I'm asking you to come with me and not to bring them, which might sound crazy. They could help. Dude, the People's Hand is an adventuring party. My order cannot have the brash attention that comes with such an organization, frankly.
That adventuring party is responsible for the body you seek standing before you. They've saved my life countless times.
And I'm thankful.
If not for them, you would have found me maybe sooner, but it would be in a grave.
So then what do you ask? What do you want for them? To know who I am, who we are, and where I'm taking you? Because I can't allow that.
I merely wish to part with them in fair terms.
Here's what I'll say to that. I had no intention of hurting you. No want to do that, at least. And yeah, certainly. Yeah, you have the day. Say your goodbyes, or don't. Leave on horrible terms so that they hate you if that's what you want, so that they won't come looking for you. Leave and tell them that you're going and make up a story. Tell them that you're going, just don't tell them where. What I ask of you is, however you do this, either leave now with me, or if you want the day to give them what you believe they deserve, and I understand that, just leave no breadcrumbs. Do you understand?
I understand.
He really looks at you. I understand that it would be nice to give them something. I'm trusting you here, Ed Ovard. You've been very amicable. I ask you not to leave breadcrumbs, not because I want to treat them unfairly. I don't trust the attention that they would bring. I wish I could involve them in this, but my father has given me one task, and it's to bring you in and to leave no trace. I'm making an executive decision and giving you an opportunity to say bye to the family you have here. However you see fit. But I just want you to be certain that they won't come following. You understand?
I understand.
To the best of your ability, you can't control them, but you can control what you tell them. Yeah, you have to the end of tomorrow. I'll be right here. Tomorrow. An hour past sunset. And I'll wait for you. But if the moon is high in the sky, and we are half between day and night, and you aren't here, we'll do it the hard way. The way I didn't want to do it. The way I still don't want to do it. You understand?
I nod.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this falls on you. I hope we can restore what is lost and that you are him in there, just forgetting. But if we find that you aren't, I'm so sorry that this badge falls on you and this weight on your shoulders. But I hope you can see the good in it. I've seen in you someone who wants to do good. I've seen that in you as I've watched. You rescued those people from those gnolls, not because you had to, but because you wanted to. You seem to be a hero, Edward. So was Quentin. I just need you to be a hero for them. But we will give you answers. We want to find them out too.
I'll see you after dawn.
I'm sorry.
I wish that meant more.
I know. I'm saying I'm sorry because I don't want you to have to deal with this, while also saying I want it so badly that I'll kill your friends. I hope you believe me about how much I don't want to do that, and that demonstrates by the fact that I will how serious I am about this. The betterment of a nation might fall on your shoulders. So, and right now it might fall on mine because I have to bring you back. I'll be here.
I turn around, ready to, walk away and say, I've shared 2 names with you now. Could I not get one in return?
My name is David.
Insight?
Roll insight check.
11.
11. He seems to be telling the truth. After a moment, my name is David Whalen. My father's name, so that you've been given to. My father's name is Atticus Whalen. I don't think you have to feel like a prisoner where we're going. I'm going to do my best so that you don't feel like a test subject. I want you to feel like a partner. But I understand. That's a big ask. But it's my goal. I want you to be able to ask things of us and expect that we'll do them. If they are good. But yes, my name is David.
I'll be back.
All right. And you walk towards the gates.
Yes.
Do you check in on Soap at all, or?
I tell him on my way back, I ask him, how goes it?
Soap is like, just a squeal, and you understand it to mean Theric is outside the door banging on it. Is that what you wanted?
Good.
Okay. At this moment, Holik, Clonus, and Cephas, you hear on the door, right? You open your eyes. Pass perceptions on each of you?
9.
Okay. Cephas, yours is 9 as well, right? The two of you just slowly, groggily open your eyes. Somebody's banging on the door. I mean, you kind of, the urgency sets in and you sit up real quick. Nobody in the room. Edovard is gone. The door. Holik, you, eyes open. And just as you do, a silhouette disappears from the side of your bed.
I grab a knife.
You grab a knife?
And I'm going to search the room to see if I can find where the intruder is.
Okay, Celia scrambles up to the back of the bed, up against the headboard, terrified, because you're holding a knife, aiming it in every direction in the room for a moment. What is it? What did you see?
I have blind sight too, 10 feet. If
Immediately, your blind sight, just on the edge of it, leaves as the open window you're now noticing in your room should not have been opened, and it just leaves straight through that window. A presence. A humanoid presence.
I'm going to look outside to see if I can see it before it's totally
Rushing
gone.
to the window, you pull those curtains aside. And at this point, Celia is, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? As you look out, roll a perception check. With disadvantage. I know I said for Jude it wasn't because it was how bright the moon is. So nope, just straight roll.
10.
10, nothing. Nothing with your blind sight. You see nothing. You just see the next house about 15 feet.
I'm going to pull the outside like storm shutters, lock them, and then shut the inside windows.
None of it's damaged. None of the locks are damaged.
Do I hear the banging?
Yes, that's what woke you up.
I'm going to take Celia under my arm and go outside the door. And are they awake in the living room?
Bring her with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you grab her. At this point, you go to reach for your door, and the banging stops on the front door. and you open it, and you see Cephas and Clonus. Both of you stand. You open the door, I assume?
Yeah, I open the door, and I say even before I open the door that whoever's knocking, hold on, we's coming.
Are you all alive in there? Are you alive?
I am. Clonus looks barely alive.
I think I'm still here. At that point, you open your door, Holik, to see them like getting up. Hold on. The banging has stopped.
I'm gonna run and check on my daughter's room.
Okay, you rush to the room next door to yours. You throw the door open real quick, and you see her kind of like sitting up. What is that sound, Dad?
Is the window open in her room as well?
Yes.
I'm gonna look outside it and then close it because I'm assuming.
Yeah, you just look left and right, nothing. You shut it. It's just like a cursory, like,
Yeah.
terrified. You shut the windows. Did you open that?
No.
What? Somebody was in my room?
Yeah, and it sounds like we have the mayor at the front door and trying to be as not scared at all by what's just happened.
It spooks you.
Yeah, leading everyone into the living room, like not letting them.
I don't want to be in here alone. Okay. You guide her and your wife out to the living room. At this point, the door open. You see if you open the door. On the other side, you see the mayor, Theric Oakwish, who you guys just saw not that long ago. And he's like not armored, but you see just this big axe in his hand. Behind him, you see 3 just people from the town who are looking like they're ready to kill someone. And he looks at you up and down. Oh, is everyone inside alive? Let us inside. We need to talk.
All right, come in. Everyone alive?
At this point, you turn and see his Holik and his daughter, and I almost said his 2 daughters.
My 2 daughters.
His daughter and his wife walk in. They're the only other people that should be in the house, as far as you're aware, other than Edovard. And at this point, you look. Actually, no, you're terrible past perception. It's almost, you don't even notice, honestly, that he's gone.
Do I notice that he's gone?
Yes. At this point, you're walking in, you're taking note of everything, and there's no Edovard.
Did Edovard leave? And I'm gonna look for any trace of him and his stuff.
Did Edovard take his stuff with him, or did he just leave his bag and everything?
I left my bag and everything. I just took a cloak.
Make a perception check.
22.
22. Yeah, looking around, all his stuff is here. You don't see his sword, but you see his bag, his armor. But sometimes his sword isn't there. He can summon it. You've seen it. At this point, Theric walks in. The 3 other men who you recognize, they're just some guys that like, they hunt a lot, and they're ones that are very loyal to Theric. Like, there is no city guard, but when Theric needs something done, he calls these guys right away.
Do you know what happened?
I don't. The bird, who at this point skitters up from Theric's back onto his shoulder and looks at you, and Soap is just sitting there. The bird brought me, just flew into my home and landed on my face and scratched to get my attention.
No.
And then was just yanking me towards the door.
As he's saying that, I'm gonna go up face to face with the bird and be like, "Where's Edovard?" And then I want to try and do some kind of check to see if I can understand if he gives any response.
Okay, make an animal handling check. Soap just looks at you.
Oh, wait. I can just cast Speak with Animals.
There we go. I thought that's what you were going to do.
No,
Jude, from my understanding what Soap is, this should work, right?
Should work.
Okay. Hello.
Where is Edovard?
Where is Edovard? He left. There was a man. He left with a man. But I don't know where he is now. I just know that he left. And then he said, "Go fly through the window and check on them." I checked. I saw the people with the swords above you all. And then I got a message later that said, "Leave, get the mayor, and bring him to the house." So that's what I did. Did you all kill them?
No.
He's still a bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
He left. He walked toward the gate.
With someone else?
With I think a man. Long, curly hair. But I think a man.
Probably coerced. Did you see where they went? Like
Towards the gate.
just to the gate?
Towards the gate.
That's all you know?
Towards the gate. That is when he told me to check on you. I no longer watched. He never told me.
I am going to sit down, Celia and Petra, and I'm gonna get like in a huddle with Clonus, Cephas, and the mayor.
Just as you do that, we're going to cut away.
Yeah.
Ghibly and Titus, both of you wake up too. Outside your door. Are you guys in the same room, Lumen and Venora? Or do you have separate? I assume you have separate rooms.
Probably.
I'm used to your old characters who were brother and sister.
I think they're across the hall.
I think so, right?
That's so.
Yeah, because it was just a 2-bed room, right? And you guys were in. Yeah,
it was like a Willy Wonka situation where they're all in one big kind of like poor bed.
It's like a,
So outside your guys' door, you hear. Are you guys alive in there? Are you alive? All 4 of you hear this, just separately.
jump up at me. Alive, we're alive. I'm alive. Is somebody dead? Who's dead?
Open the door now. Open the door.
Like,
You guys do the
my
same thing.
shawl.
That doesn't sound like Lumen. I put my shell on and open the door.
Ew. You see 2 very heavily armed and ready to kill members of Wild Valley, but you recognize them as people from Wild Valley. And no. Okay, you're alive. Let us inside. We need to talk. Closed doors.
Yeah.
I let them inside. Ghibly, I hope you're decent.
Yeah. They walk in, doors shut. They walk into your guys' room as well, doors shut. And I'm just going to tell both of you the same thing from each of them. For whatever reason, they have the exact same conversations.
You're practicing on the way there.
They were, yeah. Make sure we say consistently the same thing. Theric sent us to you. 4 of us, 2 to each room. I don't know how you knew you had 2 rooms to check on your safety. He had reason to believe that you weren't safe. But you are?
Yes, we're safe.
Is the other house safe?
The other house? He went with 3 of our other men and is checking where Holik's home is. That they're safe.
Okay, thank you. Follow us, I guess. I'm giddy.
Did you open that window?
Is our window open? Is our window open?
Yes.
The blood drains from my face. No.
I don't remember opening that window, but
I'm just here to look for things that are suspicious, and so I asked.
Is Lumen in the other room right now?
Yeah. Should we get your other friends?
Yeah. Let's get to our friends.
Okay, let's go get the other group and bring them into this room. Both people say to each group, the doors open across the hall. You guys come in this way. Oh. Okay, we'll come in.
I go to their
saying
room. I just
Okay,
this,
Fedora
I just
just
like
walks
grab
across.
this. We're going this way.
Oh, okay.
You're doing great. Good job.
Thank you. You all join in Ghibly and Titus's room. Okay, the window in the other room was open. Well, the window in this room was open. That's suspicious. Everybody in here was safe? Yeah, everybody in there was safe? Yeah.
It's great. You guys are good. I assume something's happening at the other house if they're headed our way. So
yeah, we could probably go over there.
I assume you guys need to come with us.
Yeah, we'd be your escort. Mm-hmm. Did you need him for something? He says to Ghibly, pointing to Lumen.
Yeah. You didn't go into my room again, did you?
I forgot about that.
No.
This is very serious, Mothman.
No, I think he's telling the truth.
You did not fly out your window and into his.
No, he usually does this during my bath times. It's really
What is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying.
You're not of this world.
No, I don't judge your societal norms.
You'd think wherever it is you're from, they still wouldn't spy on people in the bath.
The window's open. I mean, it's not spying.
It's not spying.
During that conversation,
broke
Titus
into
is,
my room
grabbing his
twice.
stuff quietly, and then goes, "Last one's there at the rotten egg," and he just runs.
Oh my goodness. Oh, one of you, go with him.
I'm flying out the window.
Okay.
Dang it!
Give me a race.
All right. So then we'll skip back to them. You guys are on your way to Holik's home. Go ahead. Your huddle, Levi.
A group of assassins came in through the windows and were on each of us, and a man led Edovard away. At least I think they're assassins. They came in very stealthily and all had knives to our throats, based on what Bird said.
Soap.
Soap.
You've heard my name.
Do we have any ideas of who these men are? Okay. I didn't think we would.
As I opened my eyes, he bolted,
He disappeared.
disappearing.
Yeah. It was this moment where your peripheral vision, there was a silhouette there and then gone.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure.
Sweet. Can I cast See Invisible?
See invisibility? You see invisible creatures as if they were visible. It doesn't give you a distance. It's your sight.
Oh, it's literally your sight.
Yeah.
That's even better.
It's very good.
And it's also like a minute?
No, duration is an hour.
It's an hour? Oh, baby. If anything invisible pops up in the next hour,
I'll tell you.
I better know. Unless I'm just so ignorant, walk past it.
I guess your passive perception will apply though, but
Here we go.
roll a perception check for me.
How about 15?
You quickly look around. No invisible creatures to the best of your knowledge.
I don't see anyone in here.
The perception check also like no visible creatures also. That's why I had to roll that perception check.
I don't see anyone in here. I think we should go quickly to see if we can find Ed. Hulk, would you feel more comfortable if I put a perimeter around the house or around the room? Weird.
Please do.
Real quick, Edovard, you were heading back. How are you getting? Are you trying to stealth back? Are you just walking back? What are you doing?
I will try and stealth back.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me. You are walking towards the gate. You see those two guards still there, facing inside the town.
18.
Pretty good. Let's see their active watches. Wow, they put the wrong guys on this gate. How do you get past them? They won't see you.
I mean, I throw a stick a couple yards to my left.
What was that noise?
So you throw a stick. There's this clatter, and they leave the gate, out the gate, walk along the wall. What was that? And you just walk back in real quick.
Love these guys.
Yeah, and then they
Power
do.
walk.
I don't know. Must have been a stick. And then they walk. There's a stick. It was the stick. They walk back to the gate.
Like 50 feet from the tree line, he's like, must have fallen.
You recognize one of these guys though. He's the one that lost that Soap took the horn from or whatever, right? Yeah. He's had a rough go.
I'm real glad they hired these stormtroopers to watch the game.
As you run by, you're like,
With the horn. What happened with the horn again? Did you give it back or
No.
Okay, good, nice. So you now see Holik's home. It's not too far from here. It's a few hundred feet or so, but it's one of the homes at the edge of town. You know that Theric was banging on the door. So are you going to try and sneak back into the house? Or are you going to just go back? What are you doing?
As soon as I see it, I look on the roof and the surrounding shrubbery or like garden area, if there is any, trying to look for those assassins who were there.
Sure, make a perception check for me.
6.
None.
Good.
No one.
Then I hastily make my way to the front door.
Okay. You walk to the front door and you hear voices kind of raised inside, going back and forth, this and that, and what are we doing?
I walk in.
You walk. So just as you guys are like, and I think we should go look for Edovard at the door. Creaks.
I found him.
There's no way you were the first one to see it.
There's literally
I
no
was
way.
facing the door.
No. We'll say Sivas was facing the door.
and it's just
Holik, we'll say Holik was facing away from the door, still sees Edovard first, but doesn't say anything, and then Cephas says that. You guys, the four of you that are making your way to Holik's home from the inn, you guys watch a figure that looks like Edovard, because you're about 80 feet away at this point, you're running there, you see Edovard walk inside, shut the door. So in like 10 seconds of their conversation, I want you guys to walk in and do whatever you would do when you walk in, okay?
I'm gonna rush over to you. Who are those guys?
I just hold my finger up to my mouth in the universal shh sound. And I look at Theric, who's there.
Theric Oquisha.
Did you happen to notify?
I'm first.
Is the window still open? Or did they shut it?
That window's still open.
I'm flying through the window.
Shut those windows,
Titus
Cephas.
beat me. I don't know how it's physically impossible.
Yeah.
Legs. They got distracted.
I tucked my extremities into the shell and rolled downhill.
That's aggressive. Out of it. Never mind. I just woke up. I can't talk very well.
It's good to see you, Lumen.
It was like SEAL Team 6 in here, and then just chaos crew, just like a bunch of jokers. Yeah, just. Why you guys so quiet in here?
We need to shut all the windows in this house.
Clonus, start that alarm, and I'm gonna be closing and locking all the shutters while every time that I do, making like intense, like questioning eyes towards.
I know. Theric, I apologize greatly for the actions of my bird that I can see on your face. It was the only thing I could think of furtively in the moment to get outside attention to this house.
Was it necessary?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I don't care.
I would ask now for private audience with my party. I'm extremely appreciative, but I apologize.
Is this something that will impact the greater populace that I am in charge of?
No.
He's going to roll an insight.
I'm going to roll an insight as well.
You can roll a persuasion or deception. You don't have to say which. What did you roll?
26.
Did he roll higher than you, Jude?
Did you roll 26? Just barely.
Yeah. So you can tell him based on what you know you rolled. If you want to come whisper in his ear, you can. Or
Oh, let me
whatever.
go whisper in your ear.
But Theric did not. Theric believes you.
This whisper has been brought to you by Christian Influence.
How does Derek respond to that?
Well, you have all earned my trust. I trust you to be honest with me. I will leave. You're all safe. I would like to find out what you find out to the best of your ability about who these people, someone said assassins, who they are that broke into a citizen's home, a citizen in my town. But I understand your need for discretion. So what you decide that I should be privy to, I would like to know at some point. I'll see you all tomorrow. Ghibly, wanted to inform you. You may have been considering how it's 4 days past your duel.
Right. About that.
And thinking that you missed it. I want you to know that your duel opponent didn't arrive but until last night.
Oh, thank goodness.
He came very flustered, very annoyed, and blamed us for the fact that the town was on fire or whatever. So him and his trainer had to go around the forest. He was very annoyed, thinking himself that he had missed it, but he assumed he missed the duel, he was disqualified, and he was going to demand payment. But I assured him his duel companion also missed it. So it will be done. The duel masters, the accredited duel masters, are still here. And I don't know what you're to do about your next duel that you will be late for, but should you want to still have this duel with Sir Isaac Hubert, you still may.
That would be splendid. I would love that.
He leaves. Oh, it's what I don't know what time it is, but it's tonight, the next night in the evening.
Sounds good.
Ed?
Theric leaves. Mm-hmm. Do you have many means to protect this homestead against divination or scrying or prying eyes magically?
We can get inside the hut.
That's fantastic. Would you mind opening one of those?
Before the hut is set up, I have set a perimeter though around the room, primarily around Holik's family.
Can you do like the perimeter of the living room?
I could do the perimeter. I could do a 20-foot.
You can essentially get with that, like not the living and dining room, but you get the living room.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it around the living room.
While
in the living
while
room?
he's casting that, I'm gonna motion 1 second for that hut and sit my wife and my child down on the couch and just tell them, once I know everything, I'll tell you everything that I can. Just give me a moment.
I know you will.
But don't leave this perimeter that he's setting up.
Understood. Is the tiny hut going to be in the 20-foot perimeter of the living room, or are you leaving them in the living room and you guys are going somewhere else for the hut?
No, they can't. There's not enough.
Oh, okay. So you guys move over to the dining room, throw up the tiny hut. What does that look like?
It's just clear dome so that we can still see the outside.
Good idea. So a clear dome of like just this kind of warbly clear arcane presence. Domes around you guys. And then Ludwig?
I can also cast non-detection. What do you want me to do? Touch the table? Touch your shoulder?
Right, any area inside the dome. The table would work fine. We can all sit at it.
Okay.
I'll touch the flowers that are right in the middle. Love flowers.
Okay, those flowers are not divinable now. Just kidding.
I'll eat them later.
I know what you're...
druid out there.
I can't see my flowers.
No, you target the flowers?
Somebody picked my flowers and now I can't see what it is.
So if you target the flowers...
You want to target
No,
I know what you're saying. I'm just being a butt.
The area around the flowers.
Focusing on the flowers, 10 feet in each direction around them of non-detection. Boom, you guys have the floor.
I'm not responsible for the people that broke into your house tonight, though they were here after me. And I'm sorry for that.
Who were they? Why were they here? What's going on?
I haven't lied to any of you. And I think you'll appreciate that. I also haven't told any of you veritably anything.
I haven't lied, but
It's hard to lie when you don't say anything.
Perhaps my initial statement is somewhat not as impactful as I thought it might be. There is a group, a very zealous and religiously fervent group who is set on my cooperation with them. I am not certain that that is a good idea, but they are.
Is that a danger for you, or just like...
I don't know.
Or just a danger for the people around you.
Potentially both. They made it quite clear that if I do not agree to go with them, that your lives could be forfeit and mine may be subject to capture.
Why do they want you?
I possess something of theirs that I'm not quite at the liberty to discuss right now.
I'd give it back.
That would be hard. I hope you can take my word for that.
Well, you took it. Did ya?
It was given to me.
All right, well, give it back then, yeah? Let's see it.
Lumen, are you certain that nobody can see within this spell?
I have no idea. It's the first time I've ever cast it. I mean, I can see you.
Like you're saying, you've never cast it, but you know how this type of magic works, and you know the theory behind it. And the theory is that in the area you cast it, no one should be able to use magic to see you.
Basically, what I just heard is what is going through my mind, and I iterate that.
I have faith. I have faith in your arcane ability. It's quite intriguing. The information I'm about to share with you puts your life in active danger and the people you care about in active danger. Is that something you're willing to accept?
They're already in danger.
Fair point. I'll reach up and start to undo the bandages around my
Would you
head.
like me to make the dome a different color, or do you care if they see?
Whether they see me or not, by revealing this to you, your family is just as culpable. I begin to undo the bandages and speak. I can't remember much any of my life before a handful of months ago.
Is this like as you're
Yeah.
slowly pulling these bandages
It's
away?
garbled and completely lost to me. I simply had my own name, Edivard, bouncing, reverberating inside my skull. But when I came to, at least the last time I remember, I was in the middle of a scorched battlefield, adorned in regal and noble armor, and after stumbling, trying to walk, and falling to my knees in the pond beneath me, I saw that the face I wore was felt distinctly not my own. And I finished taking off the bandages, and in the moonlight, might be considered the perfect lighting because my skin is just so pale white, and my features are all immediately recognizable because they're exaggerated due to the fact that my skin is so sunken and gaunt, and it hugs the curvatures of my face and my neck. My eyes are this deep, milky white, if not for these just specks of bright blue, just like azure blue. And my hair is ear to shoulder length. It hasn't been cut in a long time. And it's shaggy, and there might be like a little stick in part of it, but it's just matted and put back. I'm a human. Just an average, well-looking, emaciated man, around the age of 26 to 34. Hard to tell because of the battle-worn injuries.
Yeah.
I am Quentin Strel.
Would I know that name?
I would know that name.
Yeah.
It's not at all, unreasonable for most of you. I would say the only person who might not know, I'm sorry, is Titus and Lumen. Lumen, you recognize the name Strel. Strel is the royal family of Strelavand. Strelavand is that place that recently got taken over by Taproasia. Within the last couple of years, a revolution came up, they put the revolution down. Titus, make an intelligence check for me. You lived in a cave.
7.
You don't even make the connection that Strel is the first 6 letters, or the first, 6 letters of Strelavand. Sorry.
Surprised we made it that far.
But the rest of you guys are like Strelevant, Quentin. Quentin was one of the princes. There you go.
There you go.
Nice to meet you, Quentin.
Please, it's not mine.
As you've been, like, once you get to a certain point and you're, like, describing things, tears begin welling up in my eyes and just start cascading down my face as I'm trying to keep composed, but, like, lips quivering. I'm just beginning to bawl. And I reach out, like, put my hand to your face.
I would shy away. I would not want you touching my face.
I pull my hand back and clutch it to my chest and... Who? And not understandably saying much. Trying to take in as much as I can, but trying to process what my eyes are seeing.
And all the impossibility of this is just rattling through your mind. And then you're just like, oh, the sword. I knew it. There was something. And then this and then that, right? But that does come to mind.
You stole the body.
It was, in some sorts, given to me.
So you are not him, but you just...
Necromancer, yeah?
I wish I had the certainty to say I wasn't, but I certainly don't believe I am.
So you're not him?
I don't believe so.
Can I do divine sense again?
It's weird, Cephas. Like, undead, but barely? Like, it's clear and present. There's undead here, but it's like, not a zombie. Like a zombie, you've been around like these horrible, these gross undead things and sensed them, and it's like, oh, it's just putrid, even like the way it makes you feel. That's that sense, this innate sense, and you can see this aura around it. Him, it's like the aura is precise. It's around him, but not of him. Does that make sense?
It's consubstantiation.
Transubstantiation.
No, consubstantiation. In, with, and around, but it's not the actual substance.
You've been consubstantiated.
Finally, the glasses come out and see this.
Interesting. I've seen many things like this. There's dead in you.
Quite possibly more dead than alive.
How did you find this body? How are you here?
If I were to explain in any greater detail what I imply when I say the body was given to me, it would reveal no more to you. I'm sorry. I wish I could empathize. I wish I could feel some sort of sense of connection that it seems maybe you do, but I do not. But none of that matters at this moment. There is a group, I believe, to be a breaking off of the Strel Rebellion. And they are very intent on seeing me back and seeing me cooperate with them. I don't know if they are to be trusted, but I am certainly not going to lead leagues of rebels to their death if it's for an unjust cause.
That's what they're going to want from you, if they're zealous about this.
That's what I believe.
Can I do an insight check over, like, if he actually is just lying about remembering things, or if this is...
Like if there is something in his head that he remembers?
If there's been some... Well, if there's been any of the personality traits of, like, Quentin versus Ed.
Yeah, you're trying to do, like, both retroactive and... like current, this retroactive character analysis. I'm gonna say with disadvantage, make an insight check. It's a lot right now.
Yeah, I was assuming it was gonna be disadvantage anyway.
Can I roll insight on him telling the truth about stealing the body?
Sure.
16.
About having not stolen the body, you mean?
He's saying he stole the body.
No, he's not. You're saying he stole the body. He said he didn't. It was given to him.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We'll just do math real quick.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Roll either deception or charisma.
Who's the attacker here?
The attacker? Oh, did you?
It's 14.
The instigator is him. So if there is something to be revealed based on what he's asking, so you could tell him if he sees what he sees. Levi. So what did you roll, Levi?
16.
Holik, you're like, has he been like acting like Quentin this whole time? Is he? And it's hard. Like you're going back, and it's just really hard to piece things together. It's like, oh, he has been, and then you're like, no, but he's so different. But he's claiming to have no memory before this, and that he's not him. But if he is, and he knows he is, then he's lying to you, and that would hurt more than anything right now, because of everything before. And essentially, if he is Quentin, he'd be lying to you right now. And Quentin would never lie to you like this. So if he is lying, that's not Quentin. Quentin isn't Quentin anymore. It's foggy, but Edovard seems different. But that's not conclusive. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Edovard. Is that your real name?
I'm not sure.
Is that true? Or are you gonna lie about that too?
I have not lied to you.
I'm gonna make an insight check on that.
And you'd roll deception or charisma.
21.
5.
So, I mean,
I've lied to you. I think I've lied to you.
like Edovard says that knowing he's lied before.
Yeah.
So the statement, I've never lied to you, is a lie.
Yeah.
Liar.
I see it too.
Edovard, did
He's
you
not
know
being honest, this one.
who your body was when you woke up? Or was it somebody told you?
It's particularly why Gertrude is so special to me. She believed me to be Quentin, simply risen, perhaps by the zeal to reclaim his kingdom and his people. She's, well, you know her. And I could not dissuade her of that illusion.
We can't believe him.
Did you know Quentin before? You're having, I've known of him, but you seem to know him.
I'd appreciate any light that could be shed upon my own situation.
Where'd you get the body?
I'm gonna look into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Are the people that are in the living room?
Your family?
Yeah. Are they looking and watching what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Are they reacting at all? Like me having cried and then fallen onto my knees?
I'm going to say Edovard is not facing them. He's going to make that executive call. And I think Edovard would have done that.
Yeah.
And so they're confused, but they're just looking at your reaction. And you see a knowing look on your wife's face, but your daughter is just concerned. And you look at them, they lock eyes with you.
Shoot. I wasn't expecting any of this.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look, I'm by no means requesting you to release information that you would not rather otherwise. In fact, I'm asking all of you for your help.
While he's saying this, and while we're doing this and learning this stuff, Clonus has grabbed open his book, trying his best. He's not an artist. Trying to capture the current face in his special journal that he only pulls out in special circumstances to capture the face.
It's a finesse kind of thing, so we're going to say if you have sleight of hand proficiency, you can use sleight of hand.
While I'm doing this, I'm also trying to recall back in my memory banks to see if I remember seeing a photo or a depiction of Quentin, and then trying to correlate if I do remember a picture.
Yeah. If it adds up.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead first, make the dexterity, as this is just going to cover the whole of the drawing.
16.
16. Okay, it's a pretty good drawing. It's one of your better ones. It's pretty pretty true to form. I mean, there's the uncanny valley, but it's pretty good for considering you're not a skilled artist, but you're not bad. And then go ahead and make a let's just make an intelligence check.
That would be 9.
9. You can't recall any depiction or image that you've seen of Quentin. I mean, it would be weird. You would have to have gone looking for it, and I don't necessarily know why Clonus would have in his, other than current events, historical events. Like, there's a chance, but unfortunately with a 9, I'm just going to say that Clonus didn't. You've read about it, though. Like, it's not like you researched it, but you didn't ignore it. You knew what was going on. You read about a lot of what was going on. But also, there wouldn't have been a lot of depictions of this son. Quentin wasn't the oldest.
Going back in my memories, what son in the lineage line are you?
Are you asking me?
I'm trying to remember this to my head.
I'll say, based on your make another intelligence check. I'll give you advantage on this one because we have established that you read about this. And you're up on history. You're a history guy.
18.
Quentin is, so the Strel family had quite a few kids, but not an insane number, right? I'm not remembering off the top of my head. I think it's like 4 or 5. Levi, do you remember? I think it's like 4 or 5. I can get to it later, but he's the youngest son. There's sons and daughters, and I'm fairly certain there were 2 boys.
And then I'm guessing that he's the legitimate son of the king and queen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From, well, as far as you know don't know any, if there's gossip there, but you're pretty certain. You know this with certainty. Like, the whole Strel family killed except for one of their sons, the oldest son, as far as everyone knew. And apparently also Quentin. Initially, in the initial attack, when Taproasia took everything, right? Strel family murdered, they took everything. And then a rebellion rises up, led by the oldest son, not Quentin. That rebellion fails. Another rebellion tries again. Very quickly, like quick succession, it just keeps going. Quentin led it. That's when they started reclaiming land. They start reclaiming land, they get to the very end, the rebellion's gonna win, and then it just is wiped out, and Quentin is dead. There's this unprecedented, like, slaughter of a battle. Nobody really knows what happened because everybody that was there is either dead or Taproasian. And Taproasians all say it was different things. Some people say fire rained down from above and engulfed the other army. Other people say that arrows from the ground in the sky impaled everyone. Other people say that a great flood came through. It's like crazy events. Like, who knows what's true?
The 10 plagues.
I mean, probably some people would say like a great sickness took them all and they'll shrivel into raisins, right? Like, because all the people saying it are Taproasians that are like, we won, yeah, we were so great, Some people just say like, we just slaughtered them and not a single Taproasian died. Which sounds most reasonable, but also crazy. So.
I'm gonna compose myself. At least try to. And look over at you. You truly remember nothing.
Nothing that you're seeking, no.
Insight check. Oh my goodness. Can I use my passive?
Jude, make a roll.
I did.
Your passive insight?
Yeah. Instead of my roll. Because I am like dead-locked eyes, like...
Sure.
Okay, cool. 18.
Fun, more fun.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
No, it's more fun, I'll allow it.
I am telling the truth.
To what? To ask if he remembered anything, right?
If he truly remembered nothing. My hand goes to my back and I look at you. What is it that you're needing? What do you need from this?
Help.
We need a zone of truth. Zone of truth.
I would not. I would not reject a zone of truth.
I could do that tomorrow.
I could do that tomorrow.
But unfortunately, we're so pressed for time.
Do I remember any hand signal or anything that Quentin would do in battle as like a way of inspiring his troops?
Make an intelligence check with advantage. Or a wisdom check.
By the next dawn, I have to meet with their envoy.
Do you want to go with them?
No.
14.
And now another whisper.
Whispers.
Brought to you by Christian Influence.
Dark. Whispering.
So you say we're pressed for time, right? Nobody has a zone for truth, presumably. That's too bad.
I do.
I would consider this a zone of truth from now on.
Dude, Titus is going to be a therapist someday. Please.
Is this a safe?
You've got zone of truth, huh?
Yes, I do.
Can you put it down? I want to see it in his eyes.
Will that affect the non-detection spell?
No.
Is it concentration?
No,
Okay,
it's
good.
not.
Good. Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Zone of Truth is a 20 by 20 square, right?
It's big enough.
Okay, it's going to consume the whole area, right?
Yeah.
So anybody that wants to try, you can, you all feel this washing of magic across your brain, this presence in this magic that is trying to compel you to tell the truth. In this moment, if I'm correct, right, they can attempt to resist it or allow it.
Yep.
So, anybody want to resist? Make a charisma save. So if you're going to reject it, do a charisma save. On a failed, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in radius. You know whether each creature succeeds on the fail or not. That's why I'm having you do this in public, not secret. So, who rolled? Holik?
Oh, I failed.
Holik failed. So, you know Holik resisted it, but he has to tell the truth. Anybody else roll? Edward? All right, everybody else. So Holik's the only one that tried, but everyone in here has to tell the truth.
Well, you guys feel that? I feel like there's the magic in my word.
There's magic in my words. You're a wizard,
That's not a
Titus.
lie.
When I recognize that we're in the zone of truth, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna get up straight. I'm gonna look out. I'm gonna look at you, but I'm gonna look at you as if I were looking at everyone. And then I'm gonna cross my arms diagonally. I'm gonna slam them together, and I'm gonna go to my chest and then bring him out. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
I get more defeated than you would think. And then I will pull back and show all of my burns. These aren't for you then. You did die in that fire. This is not Quentin. Where'd you get that body?
Like I said, it was...
Where'd you get the body?
Where?
I did not lie. I don't remember anything except my name, Edvard. I remember years upon years of not remembering, of sitting and existing and knowing, hopefully, my own name. And that is it. And briefly, I came to and I saw the world around me, and I would find myself repeatedly in this same tavern. I don't know why, but that's the only place I ever went. The only place I ever remember being. And there was a man who would bring me food, and he would ask me, and he would console me. But it was nothing but that for years. Sometimes other people would stumble into this bar, and I remember them, and it was horrific. I can't describe to you the states that these people were in. But every time, that same man, he would bring them food, he would talk to them, and then he would offer them a room, and they would go back deeper into the tavern. I was never welcomed deeper. I don't know what that means. But one particular instance, it doesn't even feel like the most recent, only that it exists. I saw somebody stumble through the door. Quentin. And it was pouring rain outside, and thunder and lightning and darkness. And he stumbled in, and there were 3 long arrows in his chest. And he was rambling about how he couldn't lose, this wasn't how it was meant to be, that he still had a job to do. And for some reason in that moment, I just looked at the open door behind him and thought maybe it would mean something different. And I went through. And then I woke up, and I had acquired this piece of flesh.
Does this recall any religious memories for me?
Make a religion check.
21.
Sure, I'll go into the other room with you.
That's pretty dope, by the way.
Honestly, that's so cool.
That's a Levi, not a Holocaust.
I think it's cool.
So what did the bartender look like?
I can't say anything specific. He was kind. but a very hard demeanor. He would ask me how I was doing. He would ask me if I remembered anything new. And his voice seemed like he cared, but his body, it was hard to read his body language. It's very rigid. That's it. That's all I know.
Did Quentin say anything to you as you passed him?
Nobody ever seemed to notice me, except the innkeeper.
Well, I should have died with Quentin. But he'll make to save me. Maybe he saved you too. But I don't like it. But I'll think about it.
Then I punch you.
He is real. Not a ghost.
If the rebellion that seeks my aid is of just cause, I have no quarrel devoting the rest of whatever this life is to it. But I need to join them on my terms, lest I be taken advantage of. I will not become a mascot for hundreds of thousands of deaths.
Where did you wake up?
On the battlefield.
I don't have any recollection of that, right?
Of him?
Waking up on the battlefield?
No.
Well, I woke up on the battlefield.
I mean, it was a big battlefield, different part, but yeah.
Yeah, but when I woke up, as I recall, everyone was
dead. You obviously didn't check everybody, thousands of them, but yeah, looking around, nobody's walking around.
No, I checked the pulse of every one of them.
All right, let's take a quick break. This seems like a good point since everybody's literally a little speechless. Think about it. We'll come back.
Hi, Levi from the editing room here. During this break, nothing of note was discussed except for a plan which Levi and Matt, Hulk and Cephas, respectively, thought up independently of each other and began discussing the ins and outs of, which will be brought up later. It requires a diamond worth 300 gold and access to a certain spell.
So, we pick back up where we left
You've
off.
stolen what you cannot keep.
No, I have not stolen this body.
Did you not walk out that door?
Why is walking out a door considered stealing? He didn't fight him for this.
If I had known the consequences of going through that door, I would have certainly thought a bit longer.
And you still would have done it.
And I still would have done it. But I did not steal this body.
You took it on accident. But you would have done it on purpose.
This is a zone of truth, yes. I'm not without my own desires to try and understand why I was stuck there. And I feel entitled to that curiosity.
Can I use the magnifying glass on him?
You guys are talking this serious conversation. Lumen, with his big, faceted eye and a magnifying glass. You're trying to identify, right?
Yeah, identify. It should show anything like...
It should show any magic on him, right? Okay, because it's going to take time for that to cast anyway. Go ahead, guys. But Lumen is just up in there while you guys are talking.
Would you give that body back if you could?
I'm not sure. I like to think I would, but I am not sure.
What happens now with you as our friend, as a member of our party?
I'm actually quite curious of that myself.
I do think I need to leave. The active target that it puts on the backs of you all and your families is not fair to you. And if I remain with you, I stand no chance at hiding from the prying eyes of this group that is after me. I can do that better alone.
Are you prepared to be what they are going to force you to be, if you want to or not?
I'm certainly prepared to try.
To be?
Yes, I'm prepared to try. But I don't know their intentions nearly well enough.
I could pretty well guess what they're feeling. If they have the prince back, they have a chance to restart the army. A new rebellion.
Even by the blood of innocent people, were I to not go with them, then your blood all of yours, which I presume is mostly innocent, I would be forfeiting. I woke up. Rather, I couldn't sleep, but they had a blade pressed to every neck I could see. I didn't make the decision to go with them lightly.
So it's a target on our backs or our necks?
Heaven forbid both, Titus.
I know I would be willing to fight if you did not want to go. It might not be, I don't know how big their troop is or how much they have on it, but if it's something you truly do not want to go into, which you will be forced to do, be this prince. If that's not something you truly want, or even kind of want, if you're curious to figure it out, then we'll obviously, we would let you go. Is your a big fate to have, but I wouldn't allow you to go alone if you're in need of help and want of it.
If they want to use me, Edivard, to try and become Quentin, I won't. I won't be a mascot for death. I certainly won't be a lying mascot. I'm willing to try and lead the people and to try and be a symbol for the rebellion. But I just don't know enough about them. I have a friend in a town right on the border of Old Strel, very much like Gertrude, someone I know who I will be safe with, but they, if anyone I know, they will be able to vouch if there is a rebellion, if they are to be trusted. He'll know.
So you want to go with them and help lead as not Quentin. How are you going to explain that to masses?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not prepared to assume the identity of someone who very much is alive in the feelings that they have left certain people with. I'm not willing to wear that. In fact, I try and hide what I wear right now. I take no pride in bearing his visage.
And I'm going to motion towards my family, they still hold us as hostage against you, would you become Quentin, or would you not become what they need you to be?
Are you asking if I do go with them, but I refuse to proclaim that I am Quentin, and they threaten your lives and your family's lives, if that would change my mind? I won't be held responsible for the wicked actions of other men.
That's a good line.
It's a good line, is it? It just means he'll let the family die.
I don't think we can fault him for wanting to know and learn about himself with things he doesn't know. There's a lot about me that I don't know. If given the opportunity, I would leave to figure out. But right now I have this group. That opportunity hasn't risen. I don't think we can talk him out of passing this opportunity up. Just because it hasn't shown itself for us doesn't mean he shouldn't take his own.
Edivard, you mentioned earlier that you wanted our help in some form of way. What can we do to help you?
I have an acquaintance. Does anybody have a map?
This is a map of Raskelia. That's the map the group has.
I have an ally in Sunwall.
No.
You're going there next, supposedly. Unless you do end up stopping at Fort Trinity like Byron wanted, but...
Is that for the next fight?
It's the next duel.
And that's on like the very northern border?
Yep.
I can get there very quickly alone.
Are you going to try to dodge these people? Didn't you say you only had till sunset or sunrise or whatever?
I have this coming day, and then at the dawn the next day, I am to meet their envoy outside the town.
At dusk, an hour after dusk.
Oh, an hour after dusk?
Well, after the sun sets tonight.
So are you going to dodge them to get there before them? Is that what you're saying?
Do you think it's wise to go with them?
I just know my family's in jeopardy depending on what decisions you make.
But I honestly do feel like if you dodged and ran, that they would be trying to follow you, not worried about us.
I'm fairly skilled with a sword and a few spells, but if I go with them,
You can't get out.
And they are not people of character. They will overpower me. And I am thinking about every family that sends one or all of themselves into a rebellion to die for that. Forgive me if I'm a bit separated from it, but I'm thinking numbers. But again, do you think it's wise?
So what are we doing? I'm kind of lost myself.
Recap is
He has two different names.
Body Snatcher here would be willing to lie for himself, but not willing to lie to save another family, and don't think you should lie, but he's done a pretty good habit of it for himself. But if wicked men choose to kill an innocent family, well, it's not on his hands. What'd he do? He just stole a man's body.
He's also not just weighing the life of one family, of one team. He's trying to weigh if they make him be a prince.
Good. Look him in the eyes and tell that to the father of the family in jeopardy.
Look him in the eyes and tell him about all the fallen that you woke up to.
Tell him
He would be starting
will
again.
you sacrifice your daughter and your wife?
He's not promising that, but he is promising not.
A man must think of his wife and his child first.
He should.
You are quite literally the closest companions, some of that I hold in this life, and already you are starting to bicker over this. I do not want to cause jeopardy to this party. I do not want infighting.
It's hard because you wear the face of a man I died for on that field. And I bear the scars of a new man, but I did it for him, eh? I was there for him, and you wear his face. Forgive me, it's a bit hard. I just wish you'd wear it rightly.
I would like to try. That puts us back at square one, which is I either this dusk need to meet the envoy or try to leave town before then. Again, you are the closest thing I have to counsel.
Guidance.
Holik, you seem to be well acquainted with the ways of war, and you seem to be well acquainted with me, so to speak. Help me.
Even when the rebellion had the true Quentin, it did fail. But if you don't go, my family. If it was just those around this table, I'd say, yeah, we could fight these assassins working in the dark now that we know that they are there. But they were in my home, in my room, above my wife, in the room with my daughter.
Are you saying that if they capture you or whatever it is, and then they want to use you and they're not good men, that you would have to do it?
That is the threat that they made.
And what if you don't?
Then they use the body regardless, is how they phrased it.
And how will they do that?
I don't know. I don't know how I am using it. Other than the academic explanation of I walked through a door.
Well, let's kill them then. These want trouble. I think they picked on the wrong ones. I'm not all too happy with you, Edovar. It's a hard name to say when looking at a face like that. Edovar. Doesn't fit you.
I don't feel it does, no.
Quick question. Those shadowy things above us when we were sleeping, those are real? thought it was like a sleep paralysis type thing. I was completely awake. My eyes, I can't close them. Yeah.
Do you see sleep demons often?
I was up for days fighting the fire.
All I see
Do you sleep well?
Do you sleep well? So Lumen saw this shadowy person with a jagged blade, and he was like, I can't move. Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm so tired.
Oh my goodness.
I just need to make it to Sunwall. If I can make it there, if my contact there can vouch for these people, I will readily go.
What do you need for us to get there? Do you need an escort? Do you need a distraction? What do you need?
I don't know. I need to get out.
Can you ask them to take you? I can't imagine that being a thing, though.
I can't imagine
That being like, hey,
Did you ask them to vouch for who they were during your conversation?
I did.
And what proof did they provide?
They provided information, intimate information about the battlefield and the course of Quentin's death, and a name, David Whalen, and his father, Atticus Whalen.
Can I make a roll for that?
Absolutely, with advantage.
Their validity is
Can I
lost
roll?
on me.
I'll let you roll an intelligence check, but I mean, you were a soldier. Like, what'd you roll? Terrible. Okay. I'm sorry.
Is it history or just
It's going to be just your intelligence. I mean,
12?
12? Okay. But, honestly, yeah, you recognize Atticus Whalen in both series of rebellions. I mean, big guy, made a lot of decisions. Not really a fighter, but a, strategic planner. But always, we will win because we must and because we should. This kind of, very smart guy, too. He was a pretty religious guy. You don't remember what god, but pretty religious. And then the name David sounds familiar. You're pretty sure you remember his son, David. They're human, but yeah, Atticus was influential in all those. A lot of war table discussions, he would have been there. You don't really know about what I told Jude about them now. Edovard just found out about them, how they're being treated now. You just remember them as influential people back in the day. And when Strelavan was whole, he was in the High Council. Atticus Whalen.
Was it anything about a religious war at all?
The war?
Yeah, religiousness.
Not that anybody knows. Taproasia has just always believed that they will be on top and that they will take everything over. And they've had a lot of skirmishes on their borders, always every now and then they'd rise a big force and try and attack Strelavan or try and attack Resquilia because of the border countries, over the history of this region. And it never went anywhere. And also Strelavan was a big part of it. Strelavan was the defender in that area in a lot of ways. And then out of nowhere, that's what made this so crazy. A few years ago, Taproasia swooped in just onto the capital, and nobody saw them coming. Nobody knows how they got there, and they just wiped out the royal family, obviously, except for the two that got away, the two sons, the older son and Quentin. And they just destroyed it, took the capital over, and then slowly went out into the rest of Strelavan, taking each city. And then the rebellion rose up, tried and failed, tried and was succeeding, and then failed. So, but yeah, Taproasia's always been like this. It's kind of been a joke. They're scary. They hate everyone. They've always said, we deserve Rykera. And they have some reasons for that Lumen wouldn't necessarily know, but you've heard this part of it, right? And then but it was always kind of Taps are on the border again, fighting some of our military. But then it was crazy 3 years ago. They just showed up in Strelavan in the middle of the country at the capital, took it. And everybody's like, oh.
I was just trying to clarify, so Lumen wouldn't have too much of a connection of information-wise because he's always studying gods and religion. So if it was a religious war between the two, that would make a little more sense. But yeah, since he has such scarce information. It is
a war of assumed dynasty. The Taps are it will be our dynasty. It's destined to be. We want it. It's just covetousness. Always has been. Now, it might be religious, but they've never said that publicly.
Edovard his divine clay and see if anything happens.
You're going to give the divine clay to Edovard?
Yeah. See if it changes.
Do you take it, Edovard?
That's another point of information. My relationship with the divine is strenuous. I'd rather not hold on to that.
You watch as you put the clay towards him, the clay peels back away from him.
I have no ill will, or I have no anger towards the divines. But it seems they or something is interfering with my having a relationship with any of them.
I keep doing that. Like, not like almost childlike, but it's at the same time I'm kind of like testing, like that's very interesting. But I'm not trying to bug you either.
And then you get it kind of closer on a different side of him, and it's not like, but it's just slowly kind of moving away from him.
It's very, it's interesting. I'll put it in my pocket.
I appreciate that. Are those names, do they provide any credit?
If he's telling the truth,
He seemed to be.
then
I'm not the greatest judge of character.
they are the real deal.
How so? Who are they?
Atticus was the strategic mind in many wars and plots for the rebellions. I didn't know his son, but
Would you trust them?
it's sad to see the state that the Stroll people have to go to, well, that they're in, to be holding knives to people's throats. If he's telling the truth, if he is the real deal, then this is the actual rebellion. They wouldn't want to harm your body.
Well, that's not the answer I was hoping for. But it does make things simpler. I will meet you with the envoy.
Would you like us to go to your contact in Sunwell for you? If you can't make it, I don't know if that would help you in any way, but
If you find yourself in Sunwall,
I think we'll be there next, right?
Yes, that's where my next competition's at.
How much time is in between each competition?
You guys had essentially, with the downtime you needed to spend here, and after the duel, you were going to leave right away, and you had like a day to spare. So like that's why Theric was saying you'll be late for this duel.
We're 2 days behind the ball right now.
Yeah, but you're going to have to try and, this was a separate issue, but you'll have to try and figure out a way to try and get there on time now, because just walking there clearly won't work. But that's for the duel.
I will meet him after dusk, and when you find yourself in Sunwall, whenever that may be, I don't know what name he's going by, but if you ask around any tavern about the Impaler, I'm sure you'll find him.
Can I make some kind of roll for that?
Truth be told, I'm not sure he ever gave me a real name.
I need Jude privately to remind me everything about that I'm supposed to know about this guy.
Hi, Levi from the editing room again. Jerry and Jude go off into the corner to discuss the Impaler, and Matt begins miming a cutting motion towards Jude, which prompts me to jump back into talking about the plan we had formed during the earlier break. Dude, I just don't want to say it in front of Edo because I want us to just like come up behind him and strike him down as quick as we can before he gets a chance to defend himself.
Yelling right there.
Oh, Jude knows. Jude knows what I'm planning.
But you're doing it, you don't even know if any of us can heal him.
What? You're clerics of high enough level.
You still know we have it. You're just hoping. You guys would just be hoping that we can bring it back.
repose?
You don't know.
Yeah, he does. He did it before. He did it with the head.
Oh yeah, he did general repose. Yeah, with the head. So we can do
So
that.
fine.
All right, cool.
If he has it prepared.
He'll have it prepared. He hasn't changed out all of his spells.
You hope?
He doesn't change anything.
I know.
That's true.
Dude, that would suck. We have a minute to acquire a gem and bring him back.
Obviously.
We're trying to help him.
We are. Mm-hmm. Put that thing back where it came from.
Or swim.
I mean, is it his body's? If he comes back,
Dude, and if
it's his.
yeah, if he comes back, it's his. That's literally it.
If he doesn't,
If he
it's
doesn't,
Quentin,
then it's Quentin. And then we have
Do you
Quentin back.
disagree with that? That seems like
Okay, sorry. We're back to it. Roll an intelligence check. You're trying to see if you know this guy?
Yeah, or heard anything about him. 18.
18? No, honestly. Sounds like a more local thing, like you're not sure.
You should check him out.
There's a lot of people in the world. It'd be weird for you to just know who this guy is just because his name is the Impaler.
The Impaler. Oh, you mean Travis?
Yo, Travis the Impaler.
He goes by the Impaler. His name is
he gave
Kelsey.
himself that nickname.
He's just like this nerdy dude.
I am the impaler. Yep.
My real name's Connor.
Did he say that you have to go there alone?
Yes. In fact, if he knew of this conversation, he would be rather upset with me.
What to do, boys?
Clonus, the first words he said, you all look at him, he's just sitting there drawing.
I think I'm nailing his nose, guys. You want to check it out? Flip around the page. Oh, wrong timing.
It's all right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He's seemingly given a little life to the face of Edelmar.
Yeah,
here.
I made it like a little bit more plump because he's like,
But he's still sallow.
because like he's really anorexic in my mind, and so I'm like trying to give him a little bit more character, trying to bring him back to life.
I like what you're doing.
Isn't Jude's mini for Edovard cooler now, though?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I hate it so much.
Pulling the arrow out.
That mini is a moment in like the inception of Edovard, right? Yeah. Essentially, the idea. Except he also has all the bandages on, so it doesn't actually make sense, but it's artistic representation.
Design. It harkens back to a story.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have anything, or I can't imagine you have anything of said Impaler? Because I could message him if I had something of his.
I don't have anything
He
of
gives
his.
some information, but I can't just, especially since you don't know.
Yeah, do we have a diamond?
I do have a 300 gold piece diamond.
Oh, really? Whoa.
I think I have a diamond.
You do?
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
I mean, no.
Do you?
Yeah, because I have Revivify.
That doesn't mean you have a diamond.
I'm pretty sure.
You had to bought the diamond.
we didn't get one.
Volunteer that.
You just volunteered the information. Cool.
Was Holik actually asking that question?
No.
So then I don't think Lumen would have offered that.
I asked the question.
You all
What did you
asked
ask?
if he had a diamond?
I asked if he had a diamond.
Oh, you did? So he did say it.
So out loud you said that.
I was just wondering if maybe there's a test we could do. You said you'd be willing to give that face back if you could.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
He
No,
didn't
I
say
did
he
not.
would.
I was very careful.
Yeah, he definitely didn't.
My bad.
I like to think I would, but I don't know.
I'm drawing a picture.
Playback mode. I would.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
you got me.
I would.
Cephas pulls out a little pocket recorder.
I had you on tape this whole time. The cops are in the other room. He's wearing a wire. He's wearing one.
That is what he said. That is what he said. He didn't say I would. He said I would like to think that I would.
So would you then?
I cannot answer this, especially under the influence of this magic. I don't know.
But you can't answer honestly under the influence of...
I gave you an
Magic
honest
that
answer.
makes
I
you
can't. I'm
honest.
sorry. I can't give you a satisfactory answer. My honest answer is I do not know.
Well, would you be willing to test it?
Sure.
What is he willing to test?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, a man is no fool who gives up what he cannot keep to gain what he can never lose. Would you give up that body to see if it is now truly yours? Maybe we get Quentin back, and maybe we get yous back.
Could you try sending to this Clinton character?
Clinton. Hey, that's my body. You guys got my body.
Edovard. Oh, yeah, you look like Bill Clinton.
You do. I was gonna make a joke earlier, but I was too wrapped up in crying.
Oh, you always thought I said Quentin. It was Clinton.
It was Clinton.
Bill.
I did not give permission for you to take my body.
Oh my goodness.
If you're asking whether I'm willing to die,
But for a moment, really.
no. Not now. I feel too close to learning some sort of information that could aid myself or Quentin in their pursuits to risk my life for whatever gamble this is.
Is this your life?
Certainly.
It is not Quentin's then.
No. I was alive in some way before Quentin, and I am now.
But this is his body.
Was.
It is.
It is. Well, let's see if it still is, yeah?
Are you proposing you kill me?
Yes. But only for a moment. And then we bring you back, or we bring Quentin back.
No. You'd be killing me. I'd feel fine wagering Quentin's life to get Quentin back, but that's not what this is. Now you're wagering mine.
But yous was dead before, yeah?
I don't know. It may be easy for you to assume you understand whatever circumstance I was afflicted by, but I don't, and I'm very unaware, and I will not gamble my life for Quentin's body.
So you are stealing his body?
Yes.
I wanted to love you, Edvar.
I'm deeply sorry that you are unable to.
I will try. But you do make it difficult. You wear the face of my friend. I won't kill you. But I do want to.
I look at the circle.
Truth be told.
Very reassuring.
I very much appreciate your willingness to withhold your blade.
Is anybody else going to try to kill him?
Anybody want to try my ideas to do sending to Clinton?
To Quentin.
Could try. I don't think it would work, but
I think that's a great idea.
try it.
I don't have that. That's my idea. I thought you have it. Don't you talk to people in your head?
I can send, but I do not know him. I could not, even if
Well, he looks
you
like
could
that.
Technically, if that's his body,
What does it
then,
require for you to be able to send to him?
To be familiar with, I believe, is...
or have.
Let me read it. I already looked it
Oh,
up.
perfect.
pull his hair out. You have something of him. If that's him, if that's his body.
I love how Lumen is just like... Sending says, you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores at least 1 to understand the meaning. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that message doesn't arrive.
I can try. I know what he looks like. But this is Edward.
Does it have to be something of his, or you just have to be familiar?
You have to be familiar with the creature, so like the individual. So maybe having seen what apparently Quentin's body kind of used to look like.
The language implies that they could send a message to someone who does not know the sender. So there's that level.
Yeah.
He looks like this, I think. And I flip around the picture, and it's Edivar.
This is if Quentin is still a creature,
Yeah.
right? So it's not, I'm not saying it won't work, but
Venora, and I reach behind and I pull out the sword, the long sword. This most assuredly belongs to Quentin.
I can try. What
Guidance.
would you like me to say to him? If Quentin can respond, please tell me, like, what? What do we want to know?
Can I see the sword?
Yeah, feel free.
you hold it. You've only held this sword a couple times, but you know it. I'm feeling, it feels right. It's like you're like disappointed, but also like not disappointed. Other than what I described to you with it, it looks wrong.
I'm going to try and clean off that.
How do you do so? Describe it.
Aren't you crying? Just use your tears in your hair.
I'll use the tears from my tunic that I dried my eyes with and begin to try and take this stain away from
Do you allow it?
the hilt.
I allow it.
And you allow him to clean the whole thing if he so wishes?
I do.
So you start working and you're cleaning. It's like this weird caked on ash that even like when ash is on something, you can wipe it away with some time, but like it's struggling. You're struggling to get this off. But you're scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing at it. Eventually it does come off. And it's just, it starts kind of slow, methodical, and then you just get fervent with it because you start to realize this is it.
And in doing so, I begin to tear up more and use those tears to continue to at the work.
Seeing his tears, like I just watch him. He's doing this whole like, how do you know this? We know how Cephas knows. How do you know this?
He is the father of my child.
Oh my God.
No! I'm so sorry. I did not know.
Now I understand why he wants to kill you.
And then when you
I'm going to continue polishing the blade and act like you didn't say
ignoring
anything.
question.
Yeah.
The whole group is just staring daggers into you.
Pollock spends the better part of, 5 minutes, just vigorously cleaning this thing off until finally it looks like that. It's a cool sword. The blade is a little longer than that picture makes it look, but yeah, once this episode goes live, I'll send this picture in the Discord for the listeners. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're not a member of our Discord yet, you need to go to discord.gg/Christian Influence. Get there, go to the Of Lore and Legend channel. You'll find things like all the character art, maps of the areas they're going to, and sometimes things like this.
Are we doing that sending or what?
You want to try?
If we're going to try, I think you have the coming days to refine your question. I think asking where and just where, how.
Quentin, where, how, and why are you? Is this something that you really like me to do?
I think it may settle some nerves at the table.
Okay.
I feel like it wouldn't hurt to try at least once.
I think it's a great alternative than killing him.
Agreed.
I like it too.
Thank you.
Well, I think it would be if she knew Quentin beforehand.
I do sending. And wait. Will sending go out of the hut? I can't remember if it's just coming in or going out.
Also, you might have to step out for a second.
I can't step out. So we will wait until after we're done. If you would like. Because if I leave the hut, then the hut is down.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So, but you are knowingly trying to communicate with someone that you think is on a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
You're not targeting the body, you're trying to target his soul, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Then you can try. You want to try?
I would not. If I'm going to try it, I wouldn't want to try it in a place that could
interfere.
Yeah, it could be the reason it doesn't.
I have another thing I'd like to bring up, especially about your wife and daughter. With the truth zone. If you want to get any answers from your daughter, be like, "Hey, did you break the vase?"
I just want to offer.
Now is the time for the answers. You'd be like, "Hey, did you break the vase?" And she'd be like, "No." And you're like, "Oh, you're lying."
It's hilarious.
No charge.
What are you guys doing?
Edvard, what do you need of us? Have you decided you're just going to leave with them? Do you need us to distract so you can get to Sunwall? What are you?
They seem reliable. I will leave with them.
They're the real deal, but I don't want more Stroll people to die in a rebellion that's not even led by who they think it's being led by.
If they are who they say they are, then it seems like a reliable path to try and figure out answers about myself and about Quentin. So if there's any hope of a rebellion being led by Quentin, I do believe it is by my cooperation with them. So I will go with them.
They probably have the same idea.
Of killing me.
Well, would you do it willingly? There's no greater love than this, than to lay down your life for your friends.
You're all great.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
If you need any kind of distractions, we can light the forest on fire again.
I think we've done enough of that.
I've already worked too hard on that, too. I'd rather not.
Ghibly, your duel is today, or later today.
I believe this coming evening, yes.
Then all I can ask is that we go be merry, support our friends, and then we can say our goodbyes.
I'd love that.
I feel like you should have something set up with us, especially in this place now, where that we know there's no prying eyes, that if you are ever in need and help, or they are forcing you to be who you're not wanting to be, that you can give a sign to us that we could help you.
I have some ideas, but then let us get some sleep tonight, and I apologize for this entire interaction. The weight of it is not lost on me.
If there are no other words, the hut fizzles as Benora walks out of it. I'm assuming you dropped the non-detection. Oh, it's not even concentration, right? So it'll just fizzle eventually, and the Zone of Truth will as well. Edward, do you rewrap?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before walking out. Okay, so those of you that were staying in the inn, do you go back to the inn tonight?
No, I don't. I stay.
Is it yes from Titus and Ghibli?
I'm going to go back to the inn, yes.
Titus is going to sleep and then do that thing.
During the day, I assume?
Wait, where are you going?
My job.
My job? My job. I'm going to kill all those assassins. That's my job. John Wick.
Single-handed, single fin. I'll figure that part out.
Okay, so Titus and Ghibli return to the inn. Lumen, where do you go? Do you stay here or do you go to the inn?
I'll stay here, yeah. Okay. More the merrier for protection or...
Yeah, people go back to their corners, walk to where they're sleeping.
Alarm is still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move enough space for my family to be able to sleep within the alarm.
Oh, okay. Not everybody will be able to sleep in the alarm, but they can.
I'll not sleep in the alarm.
Okay. There's just room in the house, enough room for people to all sleep in there. It's not super comfortable, but you can.
I just want them in particular to be inside the alarm.
If there's nothing else before the night closes, Holik, as you guys are kind of getting back to bed and figuring things out, it doesn't take you too long. Celia pulls you aside, and she tries to pull you into the bedroom. She shuts the door and, are you going to tell me about what's going on? I saw your face.
I'm going to hug her and hold her close, and...
I haven't seen your face like that ever. And if I have, it's only been one time.
Somehow, some way, no one can know. Let's talk about this in the kitchen for one moment.
You go back to where it was?
I'm going to go back to where that divination circle...
You walk around. So you guys saw them leave and then come back, walk through the living room into the kitchen dining room area.
All the windows are closed, right?
Yeah.
And whisper, no one can know, but somehow that man now possesses the body of Quentin Stroh.
She just, her eyes like...
Why we're speaking about it here is that if those assassins know that everyone knows, it's going to be worse for everything.
I won't say a word. Makes no sense to me. But now your face does.
It doesn't make much sense to me either.
I don't want to know anymore. Everybody goes to sleep. You guys get a long rest if you needed that. And with that, you wake up. This is Ghibli's duel day. But if there's anything during the day you wanted to try and accomplish before the duel, tell me. If not, we're going to skip to it.
I would just ask Edvard if there's anything that he needs to gather today that he could, needs done sneakily that somebody else can go get for him.
Okay. Would there be, Edvard?
Not really. I'm leaving with what I came with,
You checking the cart?
No. I couldn't possibly take the cart from you guys. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable.
Dude, with the double crossbows,
With the crossbows on it now?
What about the lady back in the town?
Gertie?
Gertie?
Yeah.
If the rebellion is true and the people are good, perhaps I can find a safer place for her with them. I would relish in nothing more.
I do give you your gold, though. So, just in case you need something to help you get out in it quick.
I appreciate it. Thank you for holding it.
Don't let him steal it from you.
Lakshmi, just ever present.
I will privately ask Venora if she can try that sending.
I can. Are you doing this by ourselves, or?
I brought Holok.
I feel like it would be best if I had his sword. So we probably should get Ed here.
Should we get the sword?
Yeah.
Okay, then we go and try to get Edivar to play along. Edivar, you play along?
With the sending?
Yeah.
Yes.
Touch your sword.
Okay, you're holding the sword.
What would you like me to ask you guys? You guys know him?
Ask him about his cart's extended warranty.
His cart's extended warranty.
What's that?
I mean, I guess
I don't know.
the where and
I have a request. If even in a few words, and I whisper this to Venora.
can I perception to try and hear what's going on, what's being said?
Sure.
I want to try to read his lips.
They're buried in her hair, but go for it.
My lips are not visible.
Am I doing it with disadvantage?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're going to be reading his jaw muscles.
13.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
I got a 13 as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say with 13, you don't hear a whisper. I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you guys want him to say?
I just want to know where he is. What plane?
Where are you? And then whatever Edward said. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So you won't know necessarily if there's a connection to begin with, but you hold this sword. You're reaching out your best to his soul, wherever it is. What do you say?
I ask, where are you? And then I say, what did Edivar said?
Oh, you're not going to say it. How will I answer if he answers?
Would you like me to whisper to you? Do you mind if they know?
I guidance her too, by the way.
Okay, yeah, whisper it to me. Okay. In that case,
Nutcase.
nutcase.
Do you hear it or does he hear it?
You cast it. There is this moment, Edovard, where you feel a presence like pass through your brain, and you just hear a whisper of something, but you don't get the words. Roll a D100. Whoa. Lexi.
Roll the right number. I don't know if it needs to be high
I
or
don't
low.
know either.
Weak or strong, middle of the roll.
Best die.
No,
Okay.
no, you never want middle.
I've got a DC.
I guidance her too.
You guidance her. Roll a D4.
Can she choose to add or subtract it?
No, whatever. It's not like I know.
Roll the D4.
Foe.
A 4. Okay, what did you roll on the D100?
63.
Okay. You send this message off. You wait, and you hear no response.
There was no response.
It went somewhere. I felt it. I felt something.
I guidance you too. How'd that not work?
I don't know how sending works. I could try again.
But the fact that he didn't get it does say something.
It always, I do know that has a chance of failing, right?
Yeah.
Either it never could get to him because it's impossible, or it could have failed because he's on a different plane.
Can you try again then? Just one more try?
Is that, I think I can.
Don't look at me. I mean, yeah, you can try. How many times do you have spell slots?
I'll try. You guys want me to try again?
Yes. Yes.
I'll try again.
Guidance.
Saying the same thing?
Yep.
Okay, again, Edovard, this snaking whisper through your brain. It's uncomfortable. Roll.
You guidance again?
I am guidanced. I think I'm double guidanced, but
What is it?
65.
Pretty close to the same, huh?
Plus 2. So actually exact same.
67.
Who would have thought?
Okay. Come with me, Lexi.
My body, where is it?
My body, where is it? I need my body back.
The tavern guy said I could go back, but the door was closed.
The tavern guy said I could go back, but the door was
Naked kobold ran through the door and it shut.
a naked kobold. Dude, is that what Ed is? That would be so dope. I don't know. Dude.
What if Jerry's in there just like, so nothing happens, but I just make the rest of the group think that or something, and we're just gonna sit here and talk.
I don't allow that.
I don't allow it.
So there's this moment. You guys do it again. Okay, she stands there. Edovard, you kind of like, feel gross. And then this Moment where before Venora waited and waited and waited, and then this time her eyes kind of open a little bit.
I just like staring, my eyes go back and forth as I'm like hearing. And then he answered.
What'd he say?
He said he's with his people. And he had a message for you.
Oh. What did he say?
He said he saw someone leave and he looked broken. But he wasn't there long. As in, Quentin wasn't there long before he left.
Is that it?
That's all he said. Oh, he asked who I am, but I could not answer.
Okay. Anything else people wanted to get done before the duel?
I'm doing my thing.
Yep, I remember. I'm not going to make you roll for it. I think you've proven yourself.
I want to have a side conversation with Cephas.
So at some point during the day, while people are out and about, you pull him aside.
What do you think about this whole thing?
Well, you know what I think. I think he's a body snatcher. And I'm trying real hard to like him, but I don't really. I think a real man would give up his life, especially if it isn't his to begin with.
But it sounded like his soul may already be with the rest of his family.
Yeah. I's already told him I wouldn't kill him. And I am many things. But I will not lie. But if you want to.
So, Holik, you have your little side conversation or whatever. You said you were going to do something. Are you doing something or not?
Oh, that was
the conversation. So, from here, is there anything else?
I'll have Lumen just study his goblin book. That's it.
Okay. You guys get to the evening. Evening is approaching. It's about an hour before the duel should be. Ghibli, at what point would you head that way for it? I mean, you don't have to go an hour before. You want to go 2 hours before, 3 hours before? You want to go right before? What are you doing? Usually some time before is usually wise, but...
Ghibli would probably go out about maybe 30 minutes before the duel begins.
So you head to the Tooth and Nail. You head there and you see it's this traditional looking hunting lodge. 2 stories. As you walk in, there's one, the top story looks over the first floor from its left side. Tables are up there. There's trophies of various hunts hanging from the walls. There's a large elk's head, this white stag that is just mounted, the head of it on the wall. This huge for an elk. You see wings of some sort of large bird creature displayed behind the bar. You see the head of a massive warthog. I mean, so big, with 4 monstrous tusks stretching out from its mouth on the left wall as well. You also see the owner. You're familiar with who you were supposed to meet with here. You know, you're usually told, like, go to this place and meet with this person. You were told to meet with a guy described to you as lanky, greasy, with a perpetual wink in his right eye and some missing teeth. So you're just looking around. You weren't given a name. And then you see behind the bar, just this, like, skinny, pretty old, not so old, but, you know, maybe 60s human. He's got this eye that's like twitching a lot. And he just looks greasy, like his hair, not much of his greased back. And he looks straight at you as you walk in.
I walk up to the barkeeper.
What?
Are you the supervisors for tonight's event?
Oh, I'm the owner. Owner of the Tooth and Nail.
Oh, of the what now? Come again?
Owner of the Tooth and Nail.
Oh, gotcha.
My name's Fargo.
Varlo.
Fargo.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Ghibly Karbanoff. I am here for the tournament for today.
All right. It's over there. And he points. I'll get the map for you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the bar where he's at. And he points to that corner over there. Along the right side, you see this open area that's just looks like it's like a separate dining room in the tavern that you could like maybe rent. But when you look over there, what's in it, like that was what it once was, maybe at one point. In there, you see all manner of old and bleached bones all along the floor and chains that hang down from its ceiling. There's just like various bits of like hay or like grass, like and stuff like that where you might see animals being stored in the bones where animals are usually at. He kind of points to you over there. You like have about probably that face Ghibly's got this like, what in the world? And you look back at him and he's like, I've never been here before.
No, I could honestly say this is my first arrival here.
We had to clear that. We took the animals out, but it should be fine. We'll clean up all the poop. I left some of the bones. Makes the duel more spicy between you and that guy. You don't step on a bone, but if you step on a bone, it might well.
I see.
You know what usually goes on in there, right?
Sorry, come again.
You know what usually goes on in there, right?
No, since this is my first...
It's where the huntsmen try their might against all manner of beast. We bring in chained beasts from the wildwood, and huntsmen go in that corner and fight them to their deaths.
Oh. Sounds... adventurous. I am finding a man, not a beast, correct?
Correct. He got here last night. You're dueling the high and mighty guy, Sir Isaac Hubert. He calls himself the Shield.
Oh. I see. Well, I'm glad that everything's in accordance to the plans. For the most part.
Right.
All right.
I don't have a special room for you. You can hang out here, and when it's going to start, we'll get everybody around, and that guy over there.
And he points to this guy that's sitting in the corner who looks so out of place. You're in like a huntsman's town, a hunter's lodge. This guy over here in the corner is like holding a couple scrolls, some quill and ink. He's got this little pencil stash. His hair is greased back, and he's wearing like a tweed suit. And he's just sitting there, and he goes,
That guy's a judge over there. That's who the king sent to judge your duel. He's been very uncomfortable, not wanted to stay here very long. And fires kept him here. Thank goodness for you that kept him here, because even Isaac wasn't here yet. Sorry, excuse me, Sir Hubert. If you call him Isaac, he'll throttle you with words.
Well, I appreciate your help very, very much.
Oh, great, there he is.
and you hear stepping down the stairs. You look over and see, for the first time in a long time, Sir Isaac the Shield Hubert. And with him, a man you recognize, walking down, an elf behind him, a past trainer, Sir Percival the Resolute. You watch as this tall human steps down the steps, his well-manicured face and like everything is, clean shaven to a T, like he was just shaven just now, on his face, and his hair is parted right down the middle, but one side is heavier part than the other, so it's just very clean cut look, and he's in his prime, his 20s, like you guys are pretty close in age. Comes down, looks around, sees you, and you watch him just go, ugh. It's you I'm fighting today.
I'm glad the feeling's mutual, Hubert.
Oh, disgusting. This'll be easy. Just like training all over again.
Oh, so much time has passed. You know so little of me yet, Hubert. I'll squash you beneath my feet before.
Yeah, so much time has passed that you've had without a trainer, because he's been with me, because he chose me over you.
30 minutes until the fight, and everything will be displayed on the.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. They call me the Shield for a reason. I never get hit. So let's see if you can hit me.
Oh, it'll be so nice to have a fight with you again, Hubert.
It's not a very good shield.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. This will be the easiest one yet. The last three have been kind of challenging, but I know I'm going to take champion. But this one will be a nice stepping stone on my way to victory and the halls of glory.
What a guy.
Cool. Yeah, you look like you've gotten shorter.
Got him.
This point, he's like, he never moved. He's across the tavern from you, right? So where you are right here, he's not that far. He's like 25 feet or whatever, but he's still just talking over everybody in the tavern. There's some people drinking and like talking and stuff, but people quieted down when the two of you are talking over everybody. Well, I'm going to go get myself some nice distilled water and hang out in the back. I have a pre-game ritual, as you've seen. Get ready. You're going down.
You do what you need to do, Hubert. I'll relish in my victory tonight.
It bothers me that they'd put me against someone such as this. It's really an insult to my ability, but it is what it is. Everybody needs sparring matches, and then he walks out the door.
Well, I'm glad some things don't change.
Our guy sucks, you know?
He's a character.
But he's really good. They call him the Shield for a reason. He never gets hit.
Everything gets passed.
I guess it's something about his sword. It's like he's not wielding a sword. It's like he's wielding a shield. Nothing ever hits him.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. Maybe show him what a shield really is. Hit him.
Thank you. I'll take that advice.
No. I just like to root for the underdog, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm excited to watch. All right. You want something to drink or eat before you go out?
Yeah, I'll take some mead tonight.
Sure, yeah, here you go. All nows. All right. And you guys, I'm assuming, are all going to go to the event.
Yes.
Of course.
You get there, you see it's pretty lively. I mean, Holik, you've been here quite a few times. Clonus and Civis, you've probably been here before as well. It's the local inn and tavern, other than the Rattlebones. But this one is the hunting lodge, the like more exciting. The Rattlebones is cheap and it's just kind of where travelers come in and out and go. This is where anybody who's anybody in the town goes. And they also hold these regular events. And you're very familiar, Holik. Whether you've done it or not is up to you. But huntsmen will bring in like these crazy beasts sometimes that they capture. And the Tooth and Nail will put this game on regularly where they hire some to go capture like something big like that warthog that's on the wall or something. They chain it up in the corner and then you go in there with nothing except a dagger and you have to fight it. You've seen like people die in that. But right now that area is mostly cleaned out and that's where the duel is going to be. Ghibly, you walk in first. You know, all right, the duel's supposed to be starting here soon. Everybody's kind of gathered around that corner. Your friends are all here and you make your way into that corner. You don't see Isaac yet.
I think I will face the people.
Okay, you walk in. You stand at the far end of this. It's this, right, 15 foot by 25 foot or 30 foot hall, basically. You walk to the other end. So this is a small battlefield. Like you've had some where, you know, that's part of the challenge, right? Like they do this, like this league is known for each one's a little different. The fights are supposed to each feel a little different, regardless of your opponent being different too, right? And so lots of times it's like a sand pit or it's a big arena and then there's an area marked off or whatever. But this one is 15 foot by 30 foot room. And there are these, like you can see the part that goes to the tavern, these like stone, like half walls and then a little entryway for you guys. And they close this gate and then people are like, all right, here we go. People are getting all excited. And then you watch the guy in the little like tweed suit walk up, grab the gate with a gloved hand, open the gate, step in, turn around. All right, everyone, this is going to be an official league duel. No funny business. I'm going to cast charms on their weapons so that their weapons can't actually harm each other, can't cut each other, shouldn't be brutal or lethal, but it will hurt. Remember, what you're watching right now is still painful. Makes it more exciting for people like you, I know. But there's an art, there's a craft, and people are just like, shut up already, let them fight. There's an art and a craft to this. There's points for a reason. This reflects our society, our culture. And then somebody like tosses a mug past him and then just sloshes stuff all over him. He's like, I hate this place. He turns around, he walks over to you, you watch his hands glow with just this like electricity, and he runs it along your blade. Any other weapons on you?
I would have had my equipment to most likely Titus, so no other weapons.
All right. Do you mind if I do a quick search?
Of course.
Pats you down real fast. You're fine. Turns around. Shield? Yes, that's me. I need to see your weapon. Of course. Hands it over. He like zaps the sides of it and stuff. It's this beautiful, eloquent blade, like such a nice duelist blade. It's pretty long, even for a human. There's a moment too where the guy's looking at it and he's like, is this regulation length? Oh, it is, just barely. And he looks at it. I'm sorry to delay. He pulls out this little string, gets right to the end of it. And you think maybe the tip of it is beyond the string, and he's like, I've never seen a blade closer to the end. It's fine. Hands it back to him. And this guy's a tall human too. So he's tall, like for a human. He's like 6'something, 6'3", 6'4". He's lords over you. And he's pretty muscular. He's not jacked, but he's well built, and you just see this grace in him. He's fast. He's careful. Yeah. So he grabs the sword back. Any other weapons on you that I need to know of? Don't need any others. And the guy goes, all right. And he quickly pats him down. Okay, you're both good. Take your sides. All right, everybody, I know you want to see this duel right now. I'm going to give you some quick rules. And he just like spouts off. You've all heard the league rules, right? Like no intentional, like severe injuries, nothing that is, if something is clearly intended to be lethal, then it's an immediate disqualification. Accidents are a minus a point. Any like hits to the face are not allowed. No touching of the hair or face. Other than that, you know, it's like, do what you must. And he's like, I want to see fair duels. I don't want to see any cheating. You know, dust in the eyes. If I see it, you will lose a point. And if I have to warn you twice, you'll be disqualified if he sees it. That's why you guys have gotten away with it in the past, some of these other duels.
I didn't know it was against the rules in the other ones.
No, they definitely were.
Some people don't reference it too. Like there's been some guys who've been accredited to watch them. Like that one half-orc guy that was like really pumping up the crowd. He's accredited to do this, but he kind of also didn't care so much. Like he was having fun. This guy who was sent to this town for whatever reason, he's a stickler. So if I see it, you're in trouble. All right, you both know how this works. I'm gonna ask you to go to your sides, both within 5 feet of the wall, and I'll shoot off the light when it's time.
How many people are here?
Us.
No, honestly, like people kind of need something interesting right now. There's as many people packed in this tavern as can be. A lot of people can't see because of the horrible placement. It's like all the way over there. But you guys were allowed to kind of get pretty close. But it's like, it's terrible view. Like you're right there by it, but you're like, you know, like you're looking at it long ways, and there's not a lot of, so it is what it is. And it's this dark corner of this tavern. But there's probably 100 people or so in this tavern. Like they're crammed in here. Maybe 70 to 80, but it's getting hot in there. The guy that's running things is just like, he's by himself getting people drinks, but he's like, this is why I accepted this, because it's so much money on one night. Just walking around like, next year we're doing 2 of these duels in here. Ghibly, give a moment to yourself to think. You look at Sir Isaac Hubert. All of you watch as Ghibly. There's like this look of recognition on Ghibli's face when he's looking at this guy. And Ghibli's like, yeah, there's a challenge here, but he's ready, right? Ghibli, are you giving off any nerves or concern, or you're just like, here we go?
I'm very focused.
You take a step back, you kind of crouch a little bit, moment, and Isaac crouches just a bit with his back leg, and then pushes his other leg forward. So he's standing up straight, his chest very puffed forward, and he's got his blade not out, but at his side, and he has his hands just unarmed, and his hands at his side, and he looks at you. And he just kind of like tosses his hair out of his face. Are you ready, Ghibli? You know, it's been years since we stood in this position. I can't wait to follow it up with the usual one, me standing over you. And right then, this light from this guy's hand shoots up into the air.
I'm going to jolt forward.
You jolt forward, and you see him just standing there waiting for you. Okay, in this moment, what are you attempting? Let me decide what he's attempting. This is how we always do it, right? The duels, I need to decide on something. There's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors game in my head. If I think that makes something if it's very countered, I'll give you advantage. If it's definitely not, I'll give you disadvantage, or it's a straight roll. And then based on what you're trying to do, I'll give you a skill check that you need to try. It could be acrobatics, it could be athletics, things like that. Sometimes it's even things like deception, right? And like faking people out. So you have to describe to me what you're doing. Okay, what are you doing?
All right. So I'm gonna run directly towards him, and attempting a slash. I'm going to go and grab his arms, and then use my legs to trip him, and go for a strike.
So you're like grabbing his as high as you can, putting your leg out, tripping him over you, and then trying to swipe down on him, right? Okay. So I'm gonna say that's athletics. He is ready for you. He watches you come forward, and you know he used to wrestle. Like he's ready for some grapple moves. And you watch as you reach up to grab him, he immediately is trying to evade. So go ahead and make that athletics check. And remember the way this works, it is the first to 3 points on each set, and then the first to 3 sets out of 5.
Gotcha.
And that was the 3 points wins you a set, I'm pretty sure that's how we've done it in the past. I could be wrong, but I think it was first to 3 and then first to 3. Yeah, because we've had a lot of 2 and 2 come down to that. Yeah, and then we've had the 2, 2, 2, 2 come down to 1 roll. I think that was the last duel. That's happened every time, actually. I think it's always come down to 1 roll. Almost like it's staged, but it's not. All right, you rush forward. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Okay, you rush forward. You grab him by the side just as he ducks, but he kind of ducks the wrong way. You grab him by the side just above his waist, yank him forward as you put your foot on his foot, and he does fall most of the way just in time for you to draw your weapon and tag him on the butt. Just you run for it and spank him on the first go. And he just, oh my goodness. And he scampers forward and turns around, now holding his weapon at the ready. Both of you posed for your next bout.
Isaac, has anyone ever told you you talk too much?
He just, no. And the guy behind you now, because you switch sides, the guy in the tweed suit goes, 1 point, Ghibly. All right, okay, what are you doing?
Anticipating a strike, I'm actually going to challenge that strike with a strike of my own by just going right for it.
You're just going for a straight strike?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Straight roll. I'm going to have you make a duelist strike, so that's acrobatics. Okay, go for it. Okay.
4.
25.
Yeah.
You step forward. He is waiting for you. This is his defense. It's what he's known for. And you go offense and you just straight strike him. And you guys all watch. This guy's like in it now. He draws his weapon at the last second. And as Ghibly gets to him, he swats it to the right and to the left in a second. Like he just goes back and forth and then pushes Ghibly back with it, with his own weapon. And Ghibly just is pushed back. And then as you're pushed back, he just kind of squats down to your level and gets you right in the stomach. 1 point, Hubert. Now with that, okay, I know what he's doing. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for like a feint for another strike, but it's gonna go for the legs instead. Instead of go for strike the chest, it'll go and sweep toward the legs.
Okay. The way I'm going to handle this one is I'm going to make you make a roll to determine whether you will get disadvantage or not. I need you to make a deception check for me, straight roll. And if it beats a specific DC, that will determine whether this gives you advantage or not because of what he's doing.
12.
Okay. It's not going to be an advantage, but neither will he. This is a straight, you're attacking, he's defending. You're making an acrobatics check.
So that would be a 17.
You go for the fake out. He kind of is a little bit, you guys see a bit of a surprise on the guy's face, but he takes just enough of a step back and he swats Ghibly's thing to the side. Ghibly's kind of on the defensive now and he gets Ghibly in the shoulder. 2 for Hubert.
Wait, so we tied on that roll you said, right?
No, he got a 26. No, he swatted you aside, then tagged you on the shoulder. You're kind of like down low now, trying to get a defensive maneuver in, and he's standing over you. He will do this.
I'm going to rush up to him and expecting a strike. I'm going to go for a parry, and then after that, I'm going to go for a heavy strike using more of my strength.
So to effectively complete a parry, you have to be really perceptive. You have to really watch. So I'm gonna have you make a perception check. You're like analyzing his move, right? I will give him disadvantage because he was not going in defense this time. You watch as he is going to go for, he's on the ground. He goes to make a killing blow. This is what he needs, his 3rd point. So he's going to have disadvantage because you're watching for it.
Yes.
So make a perception check.
16.
16's what he rolled on his higher one. For his lower roll, it was 13. So you watching, he bends backwards and then springs forward low towards you, and you were watching for it, and you twirl his blade around just enough, bend back, and you just go bam against his side, and he and you see him just now at the ready, like he takes a couple steps back as you like allowing you to stand up now. Point for Ghibly, a good one. He kind of looks at you. All right, good. You're learning. He's ready. What are you doing?
I'm going to feint, going for a side slash, attempting for him to parry my strike.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take that opportunity to do another just full on heavy strike afterward.
I'll allow you to either use sleight of hand or deception. Which one are you using?
I will be using sleight of hand.
Okay. I'm going to give you advantage. Good luck.
19.
You slide down and kind of like you're gonna do that, and he like was not watching carefully, got pretty close, like he was gonna go for something, then realizes what you're doing, so then he does try and correct, but you weren't doing that. You jump up and just crash him in the shoulder really hard, and he like it's gonna leave such a welt later, and he recoils back at this 3 Ghibly reset, and you start going to where you're supposed to be going, to your side, and he's just standing there looking at you. What happened to your honor? What happened to your love for the art form? You're hitting like a barbarian.
Is that a talk of a loser? Because that's what you sound like right now.
Percival would frown at you. He taught us art.
Percival isn't here.
And I'm gonna beat you into the ground with it and show you that it matters. And he steps back.
Beat him in the ground with art? Okay.
With the art of dueling.
You're not allowed to use a painting.
All right. He's kind of mad. He stands there. You watch him holding his sword upright, like against his face. What are you doing?
Careful with the roasts, Ghibli. You don't want to start another forest fire.
All right then. All right. I'm not going to attack, but instead I'm just going to hold my position and stay on guard.
So you're gonna play his game.
Yes.
You're gonna show him what a shield really looks like. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check, I suppose. You watch as he does the same. He's just holding there. He's waiting for you to attack.
I see.
About the time like a normal bout would take up goes by. He's kind of... Nobody plays my game better than me, Ghibli. See, I see you now. I see what you're doing.
All right then. So I rolled it. 11. Ugh.
But you weren't going to go for an attack, so I'm not going to, like, even if you roll better or he rolled better, I'm not going to give either of you a point here, because you both did the... This is like one of those weird ones where, like, if you both do the same thing on this one, it's a stalemate. So without even a tie roll, you're just...
I'm going to start walking slowly to him. Slowly with each step. So just like 1 step, 2 step. And then I want to try to get up as close as I can to him, and if he doesn't react, I'm going to go for this, like, another leg sweep again.
So you're going to slowly walk until you get to him and then leg sweep him. Okay. So this won't be a defensive maneuver anymore.
No.
Because you're intending... Okay. So you slowly walk towards him, and he doesn't move. He just... Okay. Walking right in. And you walk up, and you're trying to feint and, like, fake him out with the same trip spank thing? Is that what you're saying, or...?
Essentially, yeah.
I'll let you deception or sleight of hand it.
Okay.
Is it sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. 18.
Okay. Again, you walk up to him. He's very ready. And you are just really good at this for whatever reason. And you slip under his legs for a second, and whoa! And you pop back up, grab him, bend him over, bam! Hit him real hard. These are parlor tricks. He's ready for his next one. What are you doing?
1 point, Gabby.
Go and quickly go for a strike.
While he's yelling at you, like...
Yes, while I was yelling. And I'm just going to go for a full-on strike, actually. To his chest, actually. Just
Okay, so you're going to go in and turn hit up. Big uppercut. All right, I'll say since you're trying to get the jump on him, and he chose to, like, yell at you like that, it's going to be a straight roll, because he's going defensive, but so it's straight roll. And that's going to be, you're not trying to fake it, you're going for it. Acrobatics or athletics, depending on what you think fits here. Are you trying to be finesse about it, or are you just hitting him?
I'm going to hit him.
Okay, this is... Most of your battles, you have moments of that. You're just doing heavy hits every time this time, right? So you've abandoned the finesse, and you're just walloping on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, athletics check.
I rolled a 24.
He rolled 24. You rush in, and he kind of... and you just go... uppercut straight up towards his chest, and he at the last second puts his sword up just between you, and you guys are literally, it's like the movie thing, like his face is right there, your face is right there, he puts his second hand on his blade, you put your second hand, it's not a duelist thing at all, and you're just two lightsabers, because there's the little bits of energy on the edge of them, just holding right there, and then you both kind of like trying to push away from each other. What are you doing from that position?
I'm going to press the attack and just try to force that through.
When they clash, can we try and start a chant?
What's your chant?
Break the shield. Break the shield.
Okay, roll a charisma check. Roll a charisma check, Edelvard.
Can he have an advantage?
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
I did.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
Advantage.
Oh, 17.
17. Okay. You watch his eyes kind of flicker up at everybody else and look back at you, and just sweat on his forehead.
And there's just a big smile on my face.
I'm gonna give you a D4 to add to this because of that.
All right then. 15.
15. Okay. He just grits his teeth. He nat 20'd, man.
Yeah. No.
And you go in for the attack. He steps back, pushes you forward, and you're facing away from the crowd. Your sword hand cracks yourself in the nose, and then he just like quickly on your leg. Cool, 1-1 with that. He's just kind of gritting his teeth, looking at you wild-eyed. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for a stance break. So expecting him just to be on full guard, I'm going to intentionally go for his sword actually. So I'm going to go and clash with his sword as he's going to try and parry it. And I'm going to try to disarm him and then attack. And then
You're gonna try and disarm him just by brute force?
just brute force go against his sword.
Make an athletics check, but I won't give him advantage on his defense here.
So that's going to be a 24.
24. You got half that. You rush in and just smack his sword so hard it flies to his side. He looks up at you. How do you hit him?
And actually, before I hit him, I'm actually going to go and point the sword right to his sword.
You just point him right in the throat.
So it's signifying that I would have got the point, but
So you're not actually touching him, but you get the point there. I mean, he's kind of looking at you, and then you guys hear, point Ghibly. And he just scrambles and grabs his sword out of the bones and stuff, looking at you. He starts to lunge for you. What are you doing?
with his lunge, actually let him go, and with his own momentum, trip him.
You can try to trip him? Okay, go ahead and make an opposed acrobatics check then.
That was a 4.
Okay. He is mad, and you're kind of getting a little bit of a big head in this moment. You go to trip him, so you kind of like step back, but it leaves you open, and he just goes right in the chest. So, point, Isaac. And he looks at the person that said Isaac. Hubert. Sir Hubert. Okay, it's 2-2. With that, you're both kind of... It's almost 2 full sets. He's looking at you. All right, let's finish it. Second set, here we go.
After that point, I'm going to immediately charge at him, and expecting a quick strike, I'm going to duck low and then go for the leg.
Okay, athletics check.
24.
He was actually doing defensive stance, and with what you chose, he got advantage, but he rolled a 19. And so he's ready for it, and you're just too low, too quick. Maybe you have gotten shorter. You drop down so fast, but what he's just not used to this version of Ghibly that's seemingly coming out in this match. You're done with this, apparently, and you're just hitting hard. You're hitting with the side of your blade, and the guy's not calling it as cheating. And you hit, and he doesn't even touch your sword. You just go wham and hit him so hard, and he just like dancing around on his feet. Is anybody watching this? This isn't dueling. This isn't dueling. It's a beating. And nobody cares. People are like, yeah.
From the crowd.
This isn't dueling. This isn't dueling.
And then he takes a couple steps back. The guy goes, set 2, Ghibly, reset.
Does he have a limp now?
He's just kind of like, he not putting a lot of weight on it, but as they're resetting, it seems like he takes a breather, and you guys take your spots again. And then he looks at you just wide-eyed a little bit, and he like looks over your shoulder, because now you guys have switched sides. You guys see, I'll say Edvard standing next to you is this elf, this high elf, pretty old high elf standing there watching, who is this guy's coach, like he was there with him. And he's just looking down his nose kind of at the duel, and just shakes his head. And he just says to himself, both were my students. I chose one or the other, and I am disappointed in both of them.
I love it.
All right, what are you doing? If you win this set, it's over, and the guy didn't take a single set.
Break the shield. Break the shield. Break the shield.
I'm going to go and strike the sword again.
Expecting his defense. Okay, straight roll. He was in defensive mode.
24.
24. You rush forward. Bam! Just hit it so hard that his sword smacks into his face as your sword hits him in the shoulder. You just... like seeing stars for a second. Okay, Point Ghibly. That was my face. That was my face.
It was an accident.
It was your blade.
Yeah, the guy just goes, it was your own blade. Don't put it in front of your face.
Maybe you should get yourself a shorter sword.
Yeah, or maybe a shield. He's losing it. All right, with that, what are you doing now?
I'm going to take up a defensive stance and actually go
You
for a
turd.
block.
Okay, yeah. He does as well. Or a shield. And he just so defensive, ready. So you guys both stand there. Nothing happens. Come on, Ghibly. That's my game.
I'm going to go for a strike before I go and lunge. I'm going to backstep, and I'm actually going to try to poke him. It's like, actually do a little finesse.
Acrobatics.
Actual finesse in a duel. Who would have thought?
I know. 21.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Yes.
You watch as you play into his game. Not only did you abandon your strength, you went to play the art, which he's been asking you to, but he's ready and he's defensive. And you watch as you step back and he just waits, and then you step forward and go for it, and he just goes and pushes your blade to the side and then gets you right in the chest. One, Hubert. With that, he just smiles and looks at you. What are you doing?
I'm going to go for just a straight attack to the legs.
Okay, just straight attack to legs. You doing the heavy hitting, or are you just
Heavy hitting.
All right, athletics check.
That's going to be 16.
Natural 20 again. You just swipe low, and you watch him just go whoosh, and he hits hard too. Bats your blade to the side. You watch as he does that. You try and keep swinging though. So he like smacks it. His blade's now up in the air. You keep going. He jumps over, like jumps up like a jump rope. Your blade goes under his legs. He lands, and then he jabs down into your shoulder, and it hurts. But he's high, and he just like in Troy, right?
Troy.
2-1 Hubert. And now he's just standing over you as you're kind of standing up a little bit. You're playing into my game. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to displace him by going right up to his chest, and I'm going to push him hard and then go for the strike.
Okay. I'm going to have him make a perception check. All right, athletics check.
That's a 13.
13. He got a 16. You come up close enough, and you're real close, and you do push on his chest, and you push him back a little bit, and you go for that strike down, then he just sidesteps the strike, and then he gets you in the side. That's 3 Hubert. 1 set Hubert, 2 sets Ghibly. Reset.
The reverse sweep.
All right, you guys reset, but you have your face to the crowd. He has his back to the crowd. And he's...
I'm going to rush, but instead, I'm actually going to go slide in between his legs and then go try to get him right in the
Okay,
back.
I'm going to say that's acrobatics, but I'll let you first make a sleight of hand check to see if he expects it at all.
Gotcha. No.
So make an acrobatics check.
Wait, is it acrobatics when he can just walk underneath the guy's legs?
Okay, 20.
Wow. Okay, you rush forward and he sees it coming, but you're just very quick, very small, and just as he goes to bat aside, or to step aside, you're just his leg is going up, and you like quickly just boink, and he, oh my goodness, right on the higher part of his thigh. You just jab him with your blade. He's in a higher octave now. Mm-hmm. These are ridiculous. This is a sham of a duel. He knows better.
You're a sham of a duel.
You're an idiot who keeps saying the dumbest things out there.
While he's distracted, strike him in the neck.
I hope this guy's not with you, Ghibli, because he's making you look stupid. He keeps saying words that don't make sense.
With that, I'm gonna do the push and then strike again.
Okay. So you're trying to do the push thing, so athletics.
Yeah. 18.
21. You push against him, he's still strong, and he's bigger than you. You push like against his lower abdomen, and he pushes against your head, pushing you back, and you're like a little kid, and then he just like lunges forward, but you do bat his thing to the side, and then he lunges back as you do a quick attack towards him, and then he gets you on the thigh.
Okay.
1-1. I already know what he's doing.
I'm anticipating a strike. I'm gonna go, and I'm actually going to dodge the attack.
You're going defensive?
I'm going to go
Okay.
defensive.
I'm gonna have you make a perception check.
4.
He rolled really low too, but his acrobatics makes up for it. 10. You are watching as best you can, but he lunges and he's just so long that he doesn't really even move. He just springs forward. And as you're watching, you just watch him get you. 2-1, Hubert. He just smiles at you and then he slowly pulls his blade back. I'm taking this point, Ghibly. And then I'm taking the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
And the next one. And the next one.
I'm going to go for a low sweep, but in the midst of preparing it, I'm actually going to jump up and then strike him as hard as I can.
You're trying to hit him high, which he wouldn't expect. Make a sleight of hand, and that will determine the acrobatics check, like how that opposed acrobatics goes. So first, sleight of hand. This is for the lie.
All right, that's 14.
14? Okay, make an acrobatics check. I'm giving him disadvantage.
18.
17. You are ready, poised, and he's like, the mental process. He's gonna go low, and then he's ready for it though. Like he's taking this defensive stance, and then he like takes a step forward, but still looks defensive. You jump up, and he's like, oh. And then you just slash straight across his chest. He does, however, get his blade up, like in this fumbling way, just in time to kind of like block it, but it's still getting really close. Then you land back down on the ground. With that, he like goes to make an attack. You bat it to the side. He's just so like out of it. He's twisted around, and you get him in the thigh. 2-2.
Gabby.
He just looks at you.
Expecting to be in his defensive stance, I'm gonna go directly strike his sword one more time.
What is your passive insight?
That'll be 12.
12? Okay. You watch him preparing. He's preparing this defensive stance. So you rush forward, closing the distance, and then he grins at the last second. Oh. He steps back. He fooled you. He was not going defensive. He was ready. He springs forward. So I need both of you to you're going to make your athletics. He's going to do acrobatics with advantage.
Measure him up.
Okay.
Measure him up, Gabriel.
18.
19. So that was 2-2 right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're down to the 2-2 sets. I knew this would happen. This better go 2-2 on points.
Oh my goodness.
Always happens. Good though, it's your rival.
Why do you keep doing this to us?
You rush forward, just really projecting what you're doing, and he just steps back just in time. You swing hard, but it's hard enough. He doesn't have time to get you, so then he has to block that. But he was still ready enough. And then he pushes that back and you swing hard again and he ducks, like he fully ducks under it, which is really low because you're standing low. And then you jump up and go for him and then he ducks again. It's like a real long bout back and forth because it's so close until finally you go for another one of those just hard hits and he just dodges to the side and gets you just right in the base of the neck. Point Hubert, 2-2 on set, reset. This is it, boys. All the way back to your sides. Go for it. All right, what are you doing?
Break the shield. Break the shield.
Ghibly is such a showman. Every duel, it gets to this 2-2. Let's see if it gets to what it literally
He
has.
never wants to have an early night.
No.
You know? You gotta have that.
Yeah, they deserve a show.
And when I go and make a strike, I'm expecting him to do a parry or block. I'm just gonna try and trip him again.
Okay, sleight of hand it.
Slide the foot.
Slide the foot.
21.
You rush forward. He is playing defensive, and then when you get close enough, he strikes. You duck. He misses. You grab his side. You pull him back, and you just smack him in the back. And why does that work every time? Okay, one Ghibly.
Hey, he's doing it too! I give him a quick look. I got a good judge.
I'm sorry. All right. What are you doing?
Expecting a dodge. I'm going to try and telegraph that, and his moment of trying to dodge me, I'm gonna try and then strike and follow him when he tries to dodge me.
You're anticipating he dodges a specific direction, and
Like
so
a
you're-
sidestep.
A sidestep, and so you're going for a move that you would know would like trace the sidestep. Okay, sounds good. I will not give you advantage because that was not what he was doing.
Okay.
So it's a straight attack,
Sounds good.
Hit him hard. Break the shield.
but this is going to be acrobatic.
I was actually going
Okay, so was he. What is it?
20.
19. He doesn't sidestep, but he does intercept yours, and you guys go back and forth for a second, and then you're just kind of waiting for him to sidestep until you do swing at him. He does sidestep after a quick bout, and then you get him. Like you end up just delaying what you wanted, but you get it. Okay, is that 2-0?
2-0.
2-0. 0 for this guy, huh?
All right.
Okay.
I guess the other guy gets 2 points, right? That's how the next 2 rolls are gonna happen?
Don't curse him.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
I just want the most out of this, right?
I'm gonna go, and I'm going to jump in the air, but instead of striking, I'm gonna let myself go down, and then just hit him right in the legs.
You're making it look like you're jumping to strike, and you're not going to strike. Wait till you're low. So he's looking high, and then strike him low. Okay, I'm going to have you slide a hand. That's the whole thing. That's just based on a sleight of hand check right there.
All right, 17.
23.
Yeah.
He watches you up, watches you down, watches you strike, hits you in the chest.
Oh no.
2-1. Nice job, Levi.
Look what you have done.
What have I done?
Okay. And then you kind of stumble back a little bit. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go for the blade and try to disarm him.
He was going for a straight attack, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay.
You're hitting real hard.
Yeah, Ghibly! Good thing you got advantage! Thank goodness I got advantage. All right, then. 23?
23.
Oh.
Okay. So you go for this heavy hit, and he just sees it at the last second, and it's again just this lightsaber. That's where you guys are right now.
I'm actually going to let him fall through, and then and using his momentum against him, and I'm going to strike him.
Okay, you're going to try and feint him?
So while we're pushing it,
Yeah.
I want to use his weight and momentum against him.
It's going to be an acrobatics. It's going to be a straight roll for each of you because he wasn't like going for a heavy attack there.
He's pulling the Steven Seagal.
I got a 5.
Was that a crit fail?
No.
He got a crit fail. So, yeah. So you watch as they're both locked in this, and then Ghibly just like lets his sword arm drop, and the guy, and his sword goes into the dirt, and then Ghibly just looks, and there's this moment where time slows down, where you let your arm fall, but his is hard in the dirt, and he looks up at you. Well, how do you finish him?
Decapitate.
I take his head off.
Like, you are a very good stepping stone, and then I just go out and slash his chest right there, right then and there.
You go for his chest, you're already low, and you just like easily just go and shoot straight up. And there's this moment where like you guys see the light of his blade because of that little stuff on the edge of it just arc through the air as the tip of it just drags horribly across this guy's chest, and he just just so defeated. And then everybody cheers and screams. The guy runs in there in his little suit, and he grabs Ghibly's arm, and he holds it up, and you're like kind of getting lifted up in the air because this guy's a human too. He's like, all right, Ghibly's the victor. And you all got to see something. You kind of got to see some art, but you saw something. Congratulations, son. You watch, he pulls out of this little pocket, this sack of coin that he puts in your hand. And he says, I'm pretty sure for you that's not a single loss except for your first duel, right?
I believe that is accurate, yes.
All right, well, it's doing pretty good. Hubert, your first loss.
So I walk up to Hubert, and I give him my arm to pull him up from the ground.
Oh, he just smacks your arm away with his hand. He spits at your feet. You watch him kind of stand up. This isn't over. I'm going to see you at the finals.
I await our next sparring match.
I will see you at the finals. That wasn't dueling. For those wondering, that wasn't dueling. And I'm gonna beat you like a duelist if you're gonna fight like a barbarian. And he just storms off. You watch as he walks past his trainer, who just kind of stands there, watches him go, and he just looks right at you. And he nods. That wasn't dueling. And then he leaves.
I'm not even gonna say something.
But who won?
Okay, with that, ending Ghibly's duel, you guys enjoy some celebration. Ghibly, you got 75 gold pieces for the victory there. It's pretty good. Your best pot so far, I think. But you guys all go back, I'm assuming, to celebrate. You spend some time at that tavern, dancing and playing games and music and enjoying it. But there is this sadness. Like, all of you are enjoying this. But there is this sadness because for some of you, it kind of wells up. Those of you that will miss him and are sad about it, it wells up this like, oh man, Edward's walking away after this. So for some of you, it means you try and go towards him and spend more time with him and share that drink with him, or you sing with him or whatever. But for others of you, it's like that kind of ruins the night. You can't even, it's hard to celebrate. Ghibly comes running by and you're like, yeah, nice job. But it's not because you're going to miss him, but it's because you're angry with him. So there's these mixed emotions, but none of them are good about Edovard's leaving. But eventually the night ends, and each of you go back to wherever it is that you're going to be. Do all of you go back to Holik's house?
Yeah, if that's where, yeah.
For the final goodbye.
I'm assuming.
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay, you guys make it back. Upon your arrival, some of you have been eating and stuff, you're full and everything, but you get back and you see just this delicious spread of fresh baked bread and some apple cider there on the, like dessert kind of, but not too sweet. It's just this fresh baked bread. It smells delicious and there's butter on the table. And Celia is not there. She's in bed. Neither is Petra. It's late at night. I mean, you check.
Dude.
But there's this empty table as you guys walk in.
How much time do you have?
Until dusk.
It's long past dusk. You guys like partied and stuff. I'm assuming celebrated, right?
An hour after dusk, right? Was when we're supposed to be.
It was between dusk and midnight. So he said, I'll be here an hour after dusk, but like that was your window. And it's not quite midnight, but it's close. You're within an hour of midnight.
I eat with them, and I don't wear my bandages. I try and just be present with the people as much as I can.
Okay, you guys, for those that are hungry, there's this fresh baked bread. You tear chunks off, you butter it. It's delicious. It's a little bit sweet. There's this jug of apple cider there and some milk. It's just kind of a nice little dessert.
I also, right when we sat down for dinner, I was going to say I'd put up the hut again.
Okay.
Just so that we have privacy again, just in case the assassins are nearby. But
hopefully, in the near future, our paths will cross again. But if for any reason before then, I'm in desperate need of all of your help once again. I have a certain attunement to the sword that I believe belonged to Quentin, and I tried to replicate that with the bear trap we found, and I did successfully. I figured out arcanely how to summon the bear trap from wherever I am in the same way that I summon the sword. So underneath the cart, there is a slot for the bear trap to be slid into, and if you ever check that slot and the bear trap is not there, then I am in desperate need of your help, and I will try and meet you at Sunwall.
we'll meet you there.
This may sound silly, but the only thing that I've really invested my own finances on in my brief time walking is that cart outside. I really would appreciate if you took care of it. I don't mean to leave you with any burden, but that is everything I own.
He'll be here when you get back.
I appreciate that.
Lucky's gonna miss you, that's for sure.
I don't think he ever really liked me that much. But it's a nice thought. Maybe get rid of Lucky for his sake. He was struck by lightning. I think about that more often than not. I haven't seen any horse struck by lightning, let alone survive. It's miraculous. I really do cherish the memories I've made with you. It is most of my life that I know of. I've spent with you people here. And I ought to have been better about that, and I'm very sorry. But the situation is odd.
Do you want to take the collapsible bucket and prank your new friends?
I'll take the bucket.
Do you want me to get in touch with Gertrude? Or just like
No.
her not to? Okay.
If the rebellion turns out to be large, then I would like to retrieve Gertrude and welcome her into it. I don't want her in the middle of anything else until then.
Fight.
Surely she would die on the battlefield. But she makes a pretty good soup. And she knows how to take care of the hungry and the weary very well. So a rebellion could use that. Ghibly, would you mind walking me out?
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to.
I appreciate that.
Wait, take this. I hand you your bandages back. Edovar wears the bandages.
Yes, he does. And I will begin to put the bandages back on.
There he is. You want to ride? He'll mount her.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
You know, the skin disease might be bad for me. Wink.
I'll run to my bag and get the bucket, and then I'm going to sit and listen at the door for my moment to come through and give him the bucket.
Edovard starts walking for the front door. Ghibli scoots out, stands up.
I wish things could have been different, and you not having to go away. Don't lose that sword and that body. Don't. And I know that you don't want people to die needlessly. And I pray to whatever gods might listen that you don't lead them to die. That you are victorious in this. The Strel people need this. And I'm just gonna hand on your shoulder and then nod and take it off again.
Would you like a hug?
Yeah.
I very warmly embrace Hollick.
Okay.
And I tightly embrace back, both saying goodbye to Edovard, the guy that I've known, and one last embrace with the prince from years ago.
I will whisper in your ear. If this Quentin character was worth his salt, it's good to know he had good company.
As we part, there's tears going down Hollick's face. Wipes them away.
Well, while you're handing out those hugs, Venora stands up and gives you a tight hug.
I definitely hug Venora.
Hope you find your answers in your new beginning.
Thank you for helping me.
Anytime.
You'll need these. It's all the ones I have written.
It's all my pamphlets that I have.
Faith is a powerful thing. If I do find the rebellion, I will be sure to hand these to as many as I can find.
I like you better with bandages. You don't make to wear bandages.
Even through the bandages, a very clear smile, contortion of the face.
How many do you hand him? It's like 11 or something?
I have 13 made.
Jeez.
These 13 little trifold pamphlets that he made, they look pretty good, and they've got a lot of the tenets of Ilmater. Some of Ilmater's holy texts are copied onto them. There's like a depiction of Ilmater's hands on the front and sample prayers and stuff too. This information, these tracts of Ilmater. While you hold them, there's just this quick little whisper that's like, unnecessary. Which you haven't heard in a little while.
It'll be a good reminder.
You pocket them, and they kind of sit there warm. Like you feel them warm in your pocket. Not like they're going to catch fire, just like a pleasant warm. Okay, and then you reach for the door to leave. Titus, you hear the door open.
I was gonna get hugged before you go.
Sure. Yes, of course. Yes, Lumen.
Lumen gives you a hug, and his wings kind of wrap around you as well.
I am Groot.
I don't cry.
Don't or can't?
Can't.
Don't or
I'm Molt.
Because I don't blink, so it's just.
I'm Molt.
Okay.
His eyeballs just fall.
Anything else before Edovard heads out? He grabs the door. It's slightly open.
Guidance.
Thank you.
You just feel sick to your stomach a little bit, but also just...
That's what I needed.
A reminder why I'm leaving.
You take a step out the door. You see Titus just standing out there waiting with the little collapsible bucket in his hand.
Titus, I paid close attention to your rune script, and it helped me craft the spell to form that connection with the bear trap. I want to thank you for that.
I'm happy to help. Here's the bucket.
Oh, goodness.
And I know we've been friends for just a little while, but I truly do wish you the best of luck. And today I made this for you. And I pull out a silver, medal, kind of like Olympic-sized medal. I made this for you, and it's silver. You can tell it's silver.
Oh, dang.
And I go, I made this for you so that you don't forget us, and especially me. On one side is a hand symbol for the people's hand, and then you flip the metal around, and there's a turtle shell.
I love it so much.
And I give you a big hug.
I pat your head as it is on my leg. And Edivard's hands trace the embeveled tortoiseshell on the back of the silver plate, and it begins to glow and radiate a soft light. I would be hard-pressed to forget you, Titus.
I hope we meet again.
Surely we will.
All right, I open the door.
And Titus, thank you for helping me come out of my shell.
Ah, that's a good one. Haven't heard that before.
Haven't heard that before.
All right, Ghibly, he's ready for you.
Ghibli, you're standing on the other side. You watch Titus walk back in. You walk out.
So, yeah, I just kind of turned my face. With a light, kind of shed a tear, but don't want anyone else to see.
The door shuts behind Ghibli now. Just Edivard and Ghibli stand outside.
Edivard's just gonna walk for a bit and not say anything.
I walk close behind, and so we're just walking like just really close to the gates.
Yeah, once we're about halfway in between the house and the gates, you see Edivard's hand come out, and in it, the sword appears. Are you wearing your armor?
I am.
Oh, sick. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
I just come spin around and crash into the side of you, hitting you with the flat part of the sword, knocking you back. We never got that duel.
No, we have not. You know, I was wanting to ask in the future for something like this to happen. But if you're so willing to taste defeat right now, I'll be more than willing to do that. If you have the time.
I hate to leave you with a loss, but if that is your wish, Ghibli.
Would you rather do this with real swords or... And I pull out two sparring swords for the two of us. Would you rather do this without having bloodshed?
How much did they cost?
They're wooden swords.
We'll use the wooden ones.
I hand you a wooden sword that's about the same length as your normal sword.
I watch out the window.
You had them specifically crafted though, so they are like swords, but they're like blunted and stuff.
Yes.
So I hold it out, and green flames start to lick the wooden edge of the sword. Any weapon, Ghibli. And I just come at you.
All right, I'm just going to say for this one, like for expedience, let's just do straight rollies.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're just going to do first to 3 out of 5. It's one set, straight rollies. The first bout, go for it. Crit fail for Ghibli.
5.
Okay, Ghibli runs forward, and the flames are scary. They get a little hot, and he barely hits you in the shoulder. Go again. So 1 point for Ed.
19.
14.
And then he kicks you back, and you stumble a little bit, then he hits you in the chest. That's 2, and needs 1 more.
17.
18.
Ghibli's had a rough night. He steps forward. I'll say there's a moment where your swords clash, and they're up against each other, and then some green flame. How do you take the win right there? You know you've got it.
Our swords are locked. And as I'm pushing further, the flames, it's almost as if I'm pulling oxygen and they're dying down. And then my sword just begins to vibrate with white light when it powers through.
I'm just there, just sitting on my butt. I just can't help but just smile and just chuckle to myself. Well, I guess you showed me.
You know, magic. You really gotta get on it. It's great.
Perhaps I should have specified the rules.
Perhaps next time.
And so I reach my hand up to hopefully grab yours.
Firm Predator 2 handshake.
Edivard, ever since that time when we went and saved those people from the fire, it's been a treat always standing by your side and fighting with you. Whatever outcomes and whatever ventures you may have in your new travels, I only wish you the best of fortune. You are a good man, and from the short time that we've been together, I trust in the actions that you'll make a great future and a fine man of yourself. I appreciate your company. And Ghibly grabs his left glove and takes it out, and he throws it like forcefully in her chest. Someday in the future, if we ever cross paths again, I wish for another challenge.
Edvard holds the glove tightly. When we do inevitably cross, I hope you've gotten tenfold better, because I can hardly think of anyone better to aid a rebellion than you, Ghibly. The way you fight, it is very Ghibly.
Then Ghibly goes for a really big hug.
I reciprocate. I have to go.
You see, it's your best guess, pretty close to midnight. You kind of pull away. Ghibli pushes you away a little bit, stands there. You walk to the gate that you're not too far from. You just walk straight up to the guards, I assume?
Mm-hmm. Wait. I didn't get to say goodbye.
Do you come running out?
Yeah, I run out.
Clonus.
Run past Ghibli. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to say. Well, when we meet again, I want to hear all the stories. I have to write them down in my journal.
I offer a handshake to Clonus.
Your story hasn't ended yet.
I hope so.
Keep on writing.
Clonus turns, walks back. Do you just kind of hang out with Ghibli, or you go all the way back and let Ghibli stand?
I go all the way back to the house.
Okay. Ghibli, you just stand there?
Yeah, just kind of in deep thought right now.
Okay. Edamard, you kind of take one last look. You see Venora peeking out of the window back at the house. You see Ghibli standing there and Clonus walking back, kind of looking over his shoulder every now and then. And you turn around, you walk to the guards, you're kind of standing there. Where are you going? Are you coming back through, or are we just letting you out?
Oh no, I'm going out.
By yourself? Be careful, man. Steadily out there.
I will be. Oh, were you on guard duty last night?
I was, yeah.
I found this. It looks like it belongs to your rank, maybe. It's some sort of horn.
He reaches out. It was always on my side. You never saw it on the ground.
Absolutely.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Nice duel, by the way. And the other guy just looks at him like, you lost the horn, dude? No, I didn't lose it. I set it down. You walk out the gate. You walk back to where you're supposed to go, and you stand there, or you see standing there that guy in that cloak, kind of waiting. When you walk up, he just nods, and he just turns and starts walking. He starts walking through the forest. You guys walk for a couple miles alone, completely silently, and then he just says, I know you said it doesn't do much, but I am really sorry. I don't know what I expect of you. I just know that I had a task, and it was to bring you back. I don't necessarily even expect you to fill this role of a leader, but we just know we need you. Sorry to make you go. Thank you for coming this way.
I'm glad you found me.
It'll all work out. I think you'll see them again.
I better. For your sake.
And with that, 12 guys in this dark armor just appear around you guys. All right, let's go, guys. And you're like a few miles from town at this point, and you walk through the wildwood to wherever it is that they are taking you. And I guess that's where we'll pick it up next time. For those listening and not understanding necessarily, we're doing this and Edovard is walking away, and the other players had to play into that a little bit, you know, knowing that this is the way it has to go because Jude is moving to Georgia. We're not going to get to play with him anymore. I don't know when this will come out, this episode, but probably long after Jude is gone. But we're all very sad. We're going to miss him. We want to play with him more, but we figured we'd try and do our best. So it's a bit of a longer play time tonight. Sorry it's late, guys, but we got to give Jude a bit of a send-off because we don't know when we'll even see Jude again, not just Edovard. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening to Jude's character. Jude's really good at making them and playing them, and I've loved. That's been one of my favorite things about D&D over the years, and it'll be not the same without him. So, but yeah, thank you for getting to listen to a lot of the story that Jude and I wanted to explore with Edovard, and there will definitely be more someday in the future. So. Yeah, but that explains maybe this session a little bit and why it went the way it did.
Thanks, listener. It's Jude here. I bring to life the character of Edvard on our show, and it really does mean a lot for all the people that enjoyed the story. That's cool. I'm glad I got to share that with people. Thanks.
All right, yeah. I mean, usually we don't speak to you at the very end, so I don't know what else to say. Usually the music rolls out at the last little laugh of the episode or whatever, but there won't be a laugh at the end of this one.
Sing us out.
Because we're all just about as sad as those who are sad about Edvard's leaving. Probably more. But, all right. You can kill it, Levi.
Wind rolls low through the hickory pine. Still hear your boots on that ridge sometime. We shared our fire neath the crimson moon, but your shadow's gone and it left too soon. You've been walking on the edge with a face that isn't yours, like a ghost in someone's threats, stranger in the clothes you wore. Ooh, Edova, where'd you go? Down that road we'll never know. Left your laughter in the stream. Now we only see you in our dreams. It over, come back home. You don't have to walk alone. A prince's shell, a stranger's fire, torn between fate and funeral pyre. Yet even if the face fits wrong, you've been our friend all along. Ooh, Edova, where'd you go? Down that road we'll never know. Left your laughter in the stream. Now we only see you in our dreams. It over, come back home. You don't have to walk alone. Gertie still lights a lamp at night, says maybe this time you'll come home right. But some roads don't turn, they just unwind, till the ones we love get left behind. It over, where'd you go? Down that road we'll never know. Left your laughter in the stream. Now we only see you in our dreams. It over, come back home. You don't have to walk alone. You've been walking on the edge with a face that isn't yours. But even ghosts find peace someday.